I mean, I think...
You know how little you fit into this place? First of all, you're not a Jew and you're skinny.
Yeah.
I mean, right off the bat, you got 2 big strikes against you. How the hell
I'm
did you ever
surprised. I can't believe how many people come into your office.
And you actually do a good show, so how the hell do you belong on this radio station?
Now, what is Howard's poll now? Am I in last place still?
They shut off Howard's poll because once you passed him, they shut it off to prevent me.
The only poll that ever mattered.
Morgan, now here's Neil Rogers on 560.
Oh, that's that guy. I can't see. I hope he dies in a fiery car crash.
I must have just brushed that with my finger.
Now, what would you do if your mom named you Sheldon?
Kill myself. I killed Mom first.
We have some guy doing the traffic today.
I changed my name.
The traffic guy today is Sheldon.
Yeah.
I swear, I'd cut my feet off and I'd become a frog.
Can I answer the first question before you get out of the next one?
Go ahead.
God, this man is a little bit too hyper for me this early in the morning.
It's the coffee here that is spiking.
I want to tell the audience one thing. They think that we're a bunch of pigs. I have seen this man in the flesh for an hour and 40 minutes. I have never seen anybody consume so much food, even the beast, in an hour and 40 minutes as you have.
I go into your office for 2 things. The pharmacy that's run out of there.
Right.
And the food.
Oh, I mean, well, you came to the right place for both, baby.
That is the best pharmacy I've been to. It's like the kid from UM
you
wearing
like that
a shirt.
Big neon sign we got, Neil's Chow and Drugs?
I call it Gypsy Hill Pharmacy.
Yeah.
I mean, I am telling you, I have never had more fun in a radio studio in my life is when I go. It's like walking into a Garden of Eden when I walk into your studio. I walk into the one over here, they got boogers on the mic.
Yeah, Garden of Eden is what it is.
Yeah, we got ants, we got syphilis. Did you see the beast has chlamydia?
Yeah, he got right on the tip of his nose from somebody's
rectum.
That's what I'm hearing.
Some chick.
I want to mention Clarence had to go to Omaha, and it wasn't to go to the World Series either. He's got a specialist stuff.
So he spent the weekend with some chick with a dank cave.
Yeah. I heard he spent the weekend with a chick with a penis is what I heard.
Hey now! On that lovely note, I'm going to drive home. I'm going to leave in your Corvette, baby.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
What did you do to piss off Moe so bad? Was it something that had to do with his hairpiece, or was it that call with Joe over the weekend?
Oh, I have no idea. All I know is that those guys, I don't know who hates who more in this place. I mean, I've never seen so much hate. I walk through here, I feel like I'm at the gay parade in Chicago. People throwing eggs.
And you wonder why I'm here so little bit of the time?
I know how smart you are. You don't fool me, cleverness. You got it all figured out, man. I'm going back with you to Toronto. We can both live up there. We'll be styling. That's a great city. Down here in sweat hell.
Have a great day, Pharrell.
Have a Haitian day.
See ya. It's okay, now we're even. I had one, you had one.
Right, it's time for real.
I'm Mark Morgan. Now here's Neil Rogers on 560 QAM.
I want to give you an update of what took place just now off the air, because I think it's important you hear this. Howard just called the radio station, Howard David, who I get along with great, I thought. He called me an asshole, saying I was trying to stir it up. My point back to Howard is don't listen. Listen to 101.5. Let me see, what age group? 101.5 for Howard, maybe 102.7. Some easily listening love music so you could focus on your wife and your family and the grandkids instead of listening and always calling the radio station. He's becoming Howard the caller, like Howard from Boca. Howard from Boca. It's like, it's okay. So anyway, he's listening. So just wanted to get the message out, and don't call my show too, just for a record. Don't call off the air because I don't want to talk to you. And I don't want to hear you on the private line. Congratulations, you know the private line number. That's great. But don't call because you're not coming on this show. You've got your 3 hours, 5 to 8, Monday through Friday. You can talk all you want, but you're not coming on this show. No. We'll leave it at that. All right? I got nothing against you. You seem like a decent person. And I know you've been taking a big hit on the radio station from everybody else, but it's over. Me and you, done.
Now, who the hell was that he was talking to? Huh? That got him so pissed.
Howard from Boca.
Oh. 10:05 at 560 WQAM. Happy Monday to you. Boy, everything just seemed to be falling apart here. Everybody hates each other like poison.
Yeah.
Everybody's turned on each other. Now, how many times has he called Joe's show?
About 30, man.
To piss him off so bad. See, like I've tried to tell you before, people who play a lot of golf, bored schmittless. And that's why, when you're a doddering old man and you're sitting around working on a radio station, listening to the station all day and all weekend and all night and overnight and taping crap, you have a desperate lack of a life. You know what I'm saying, Mo?
No.
Well, you better get with it. In addition to which, everybody hates you like poison. I walked in here feeling pretty good. I'm only here for a few days. I figured, well, I can handle it. First thing I see when I open the door, there's Geldy standing there looking like somebody just crapped on his parade, man. Like somebody just killed his gerbil. Like somebody just gave him a civet cat. Huh? And a prairie dog as a companion. No, really, he looked devastated. And then I open the door and come on in, and I realize there's Moe standing in Duff's orifice. Can you imagine the long waiting line there is for Duff's orifice? But at any rate, so there's Moe standing there. He looks at me, oh, good morning, Neil. Hey, Howard, how are you? You know, that's kind of like phony greeting. Like we both hate each other's guts and we know it, but at least be a little bit civilized. But I was totally unsuspecting. I didn't realize we had all this other crap going on here. All this tremendous hate. Because I've been away for a couple of months, feeling great. Oh, there's Zach, by the way. Look out for Zach, man. When you lose some goddamn weight, you tub of crap. Go away. Cancel lunch. Go away. Oh, man, put your shirt back down. Holy crap. Have you ever seen anything so gross? Seriously, he's got cellulite. He's got enough cellulite on his puppy to make another person. That's how fat he is.
In his navel.
Jesus Christ. Zach, lose some weight, will you, for crying out loud? At least we lost Julio. He's a good guy, a good friend of ours, did a great job. But now at least we narrowed that down a little bit with Jim Yelton. We dropped about 100 pounds.
The average weight.
Yeah. Although you could lose that ponytail, Yelton, okay? That thing is ridiculous.
That's about 10 pounds.
Yeah, that's the other 10 pounds is that stupid-ass ponytail. Oh, what is the story in that last hour? Are we working on it? Is that it? That is it? That's the log for last hour? We got some very bad news for you, boys and girls.
2-minute breaks, though.
What do you mean by that?
Unless you want to lump something together.
Oh, I don't care. Well, we'll do best ofs or something. Or what we'll do is we'll play that Joe Rose thing over and over again. I think that's a great idea as a lead-in for the Hurricane game. Now, what are the odds? Here's the bad news. What are the odds that Texas and a South Florida team play twice on the same night? And the score, the Texas team wins 13-2 in both games. What are the odds of that? Huh? See what I'm saying? Texas Rangers 13, Florida Marlins 2. And on the same night, the Texas Longhorns 13 and the U of M Hurricanes 2. Woo! So the bad news is we've been given a bum steer. We're pretty pissed off at Duff about it, too. Although Duff did see a good movie over the weekend. We're not talking movies. He saw Requiem over the weekend. I have a fax here from somebody who didn't like Requiem. Well, too bad. Your taste blows, even though it's a good fax. So we got the ball game at 2 o'clock, not 1 o'clock. We thought we were getting like an hour. In fact, I put a hex on the Hurricanes specifically. In fact, I put the fix in on that 13-2 score. Specifically so we'd have the hour off today, and we don't get it. Damn it. But the Mad Dog, who of course we know is overworked,
all right,
he gets the show off today, and the Humper also gets the show off. So they took a poll unbeknownst to us. This started Friday morning, is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
On the QAM website, which you could put in a phone booth, enough people, more people than ever check the QAM website. It's pretty embarrassing, although we do like their staff. Huh? Josh, what's his name? Cordes,
yes.
Good man. Come on up and say hi, Josh. Or at least, you know. So, no, at any rate, they work very hard, but nobody pays any attention to it because sports nerds are too busy playing golf and playing with each other and watching Moe's hairpiece on our website.
And calling the radio station.
Or calling the radio station. But no, that's Moe that's doing that. So they had a poll, what's your favorite show on QAM? Now, keep in mind, we're not talking about our website. We would never do that because that would be so self-serving to do that, you know? It would be very self-serving. But I'll say this. I think it's pretty bush league for them to take that down before we had a chance to hype it like certain other people on this radio station. Follow what I'm saying? But I told Pharrell to hype it a little bit just to make damn sure that there's my close personal best friend. But at any rate, what are you giving me a look?
I'm looking.
What's your favorite show on QAM is what they asked, and we didn't get a chance to load the poll. Now, we could have gotten you some votes on there. 256 votes they got? You got to be kidding me, man. 200. We could get that between now and 10:30. Okay. In fact, you know what we're going to do? I already printed this out.
Right.
Let's do the same poll on our website, okay? Huh?
We're going to flex our muscle.
Yeah, let's flex our thing a little bit, okay? There you go. We flexed it. We'll take exactly the same poll. Call up Eric, Beaner Boy. Call him up. Get that tub of crap on the phone. Wake him up. Turn his ass over. What's your favorite show on QAM? Now, it may sound a little bit self-serving. Now, here's what they had on the QAM website. Wait till you hear this. Neil Rogers, 74 votes, 29.1%. This is without us having any chance being made aware of this, okay, to give them a competitive advantage, the sports nerds, you know. Jim Mandich, the Mad Dog, he did well.
All right.
19.2%, 49 votes. Joe and Mark, who I'm sure hyped the living crap out of it. Although, wait a minute. When could they have done that? Oh, last night. That's right, because they're on Sunday night. I guarantee you, they loaded this thing up like crazy.
Both their listeners voted.
Joe and Mark, 41 votes, which means somebody voted 20 times, 16.1%. Pharrell, 40 votes, 15.7%. Pharrell's right on Joe and Mark's ass. Moe, who I understand had like fractions early this morning and then went on there and pumped the hell out of it like crazy. Moe has got 34 votes, 13.3%, with an enormous amount of hyping on there. Hank, 10 votes for the humper, 3.9%. Well, it's been a rough year. He's in a slump. And Eddie K, 2.3%. Since the Ducks lost that seventh game, Eddie hasn't been the same. 6 votes for the K-Man. I better do the break, hadn't I? Because I'll back myself into a corner again here, and then we'll have all those spots in that 1 or 2 hour. I don't understand why she can't stick to, I see, that's right, they're not buying that day part.
Yeah, there's 2 and 3 minute breaks. It's fine.
It's okay, it's acceptable. So anyway, you got the poll now? Do you understand what it is?
They're pulling it.
Are you pulling it? He's pulling this poll right now. He and Eric are pulling it right on the phone. They've got like a taffy pull going. And we'll do the same poll on here for like about, till like 10:45 for about a half an hour? And see if we can't top that 256 votes that they got all weekend long on the prestigious QAM website that has a whole staff of people. Not just Carlos, not just Beaner Boy and Eric, who's up there eating the salami sandwiches. They got a whole bunch of people.
About 30, man.
Working on that website. What are you looking at now? Oh, you want the poll thing? There it is. How low can they go? That's the question of the day. Now the financial group does the limbo rock under the lowest finance rate anywhere going. How low? 1.95%. That's right. Got to see Todd Dreck this morning. Still smells the same. But anyway, it's true. Now you can refinance your home or buy a new home and get a super low 1.95% financing rate with Financial Group. Call them today. What do you got to lose beside those big payments? Call 1-800-940-LEND. That's 1-800-940-LEND. If you're even thinking about refinancing or buying real estate, call Financial Group toll free 1-800-940-LEND. And you talk about savings. When in doubt, check this out. If you take out a $100,000 loan at this rate, you pay only $368 a month. If you take a $200,000 loan, your payments are only $736 a month. Call Financial Group toll-free right now, 1-800-940-LEND, and get you the low rate you've been looking for a lifetime, 1.95%. Interest rates, as we speak, are at all-time lows, so don't wait. Call now and get that 1.95% rate from Financial Group, 1-800-940-LEND. That's Financial Group at 1-800-940-LEND. They're an equal housing lender. Credit restrictions apply. Rates subject to change monthly, 5.19 APR.
We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Hey, it's Howard. Howard David.
Go your behind. Go back behind it again or under it.
Another trained monkey.
I broke out in monkeypox. I got liquid craps and bad sore throat. I could not stop scratching my swollen throat. Wearing a diaper for my wee-wee. Grabbing every banana that I see. Living like a baboon in the trees. There's no cure for this new designer disease. Going ooh.
10:17 at 560 WQAM. Boy, it sure is great to be back in town briefly. It just sucks here, you know. Get to the airport yesterday. There's my buddy. By the way, thanks to my good friend Ken Halpern at National Limos. He's a great guy, although he's a skinhead now. He was a couple of minutes late because they slowed him down getting in there. And I'm standing there like tapping my foot, waiting. Where the hell is this idiot? And he comes down the whatever you call that. What would you call that?
Ramp?
Down, not the ramp. He's not coming back to the gate, but he's coming down the hallway there, and I wasn't sure it was him because he's like a skinhead now. He's skinted. But so I'm speaking of the ramp. We're approaching the town, and right away here's all the dark clouds, and it's pouring cats and dogs. I leave Toronto. It's sunny. It's going to be 75 or 6, which it was yesterday, and all week it's going to be like that up there. And here it's just raining like the end of the world. and you get off the plane and you walk into that jetway, and I've told you this a million times, and at least we're consistent here, you walk into the jetway and it's like you just walked into a sauna bath. Like you feel a need to just strip naked. It's just hotter than hell, humid, nasty. And I will say some good news at the airport. Somebody must have smeared the mayor, somebody pretty good. No, seriously, Mayor Pinga Pequeña, he must have some real cash cows coming in. You got a Burger King, and you got a Pizza Hut Express.
All right.
Right back there in Concourse G there by Air Canada. Oh, by the way, hi to my good friends at Air Canada. I hope you're all still employed. I pray for you. You'll need it. And they got also a new Cazzolis in there, too, in the main terminal there at MIA. We're making progress, baby. It's almost like a real airport now. Oh, why didn't you go to Fort Lauderdale? I like going to like an almost real airport. Fort Lauderdale to me is like Mickey Mouse. You know what I'm saying?
No, what?
And see, I don't...
Eisner?
There it is. Larry in North Miami says, what's the big deal with QM bringing Pharrell on board? For years, QM's had his voice at their feet in the water Nazi. Actually, you might want to do a thorough background check on Pharrell. He could be Greg Reed's and the water Nazi's love child. By the way, as anybody knows since Pharrell has joined QM, that the two pompous elitists in the morning have lightened up a little bit. They might not be getting along with each other, but they've changed their know-it-all attitude toward their handful of callers. They're not getting along with each other. So, see, this is the thing I don't understand. Why can't he face up to reality, the Moe man? Huh? Always lies. Always liar, your pants are on fire. Always got to lie about crap. The fact of the matter, the poll is up already. The fact of the matter, it's very simple, Moe. That Geldy is starting to be like he was the last holdout, and now he's starting to turn on him. Because he can't take any more of that pompous, that condescending crap. And Beaner Boy was the first one to notice the nuances of this a few weeks ago, started mentioning it. And now it's like there's almost a battle going on in there between the two of them. So Joe is, I guess, just mentioning that in passing.
Right, everyone has.
Everybody in the building is aware of it. And so Moe's calling in. He's got to straighten out, just like that thing with the Beast. He didn't fire the Beast. Where do you get your information? Of course you did. You got him kicked off your show. Good move, by the way, Moe. But you got him blown off your show. Okay, let's see. I'm going to vote. Let's see. My favorite show on QAM, Howard and... Oh, look at that. We even put Howard and Goldie as opposed to just Howard David to try to give him like a little extra chance there. It's not working yet, by the way. I'm clicking it. Not working yet, Eric. I'm telling the audience that the poll is up, and I'm clicking on it, and nothing is happening, you fat tub. What is wrong with him up there? He sure got that on there pretty fast for him, but it's not working. Do you think maybe everybody else is voting? That could be it? Huh?
Or something.
We're going to show my good friend Josh down there at the QAM website and his little cocoon he's got down there. We're going to show him what it's really like on a real website, where we had over 1,500 votes on a poll on a weekend, plus the first 400 Friday, those first 2 hours on who's got the crappiest parents, if you recall that. Remember that?
Yes.
I don't know what's happening on this. Do you think everybody is voting on it now?
Or something.
Now, what did I just start the show with? Okay, you're right about the faxers. The faxers are getting as bad as the callers. Just now, I just get through opening the show with that Joe Rose thing, that tirade about, the votes are on there already. Look at that.
There's 44 votes already.
I got it here. Just calm down,
Thank
okay?
you, Carlos. I'm not repeating anything he
Yeah,
told me.
shut up, Carlos, you troublemaker. You're the one that started all that crap with Geldy and Moe. They were getting along great. And then you make a bunch of crap up. 42 votes I got in here. That's good enough for a start. Your favorite show on QM. Neil Rogers Show 32. Pharrell 6. Mad Dog 2. Howard and Geldy 1. Hank 1. Joe and Mark none. Eddie K none. Okay? That's the way it's going so far. We got 76%. It's a little self-serving, and we're not really doing it for that purpose. We're doing it just to show you what a real radio show gets in terms of response on our website, neilrogers.com, okay? We can get 256 by 1045 easy. Easy. In less than a half an hour, Josh, okay? So who you guys diddling with down there in that little orifice of yours, huh? Who are they diddling with? I guess each other. Who else is in there? Who's working with Josh?
He's working at a cubicle, like an empty sales cubicle.
All by himself?
Well,
don't you remember in the room where Duff now sits his well-used ass? Don't you remember in that studio, in that room?
That's where they were.
We used to have a whole staff of QAM computer nerds, and then they finally realized that nobody pays any attention to a sports website anyway, because most of the sports nerds are too stupid to go to the Internet anyway.
They're in the other
Most of the sports callers have to have somebody else dial the phone.
Like
They're
Howard?
so stupid. Are you starting in with Moe again? I wasn't even thinking about him. He's been around 70, 80 years. He knows how to dial a goddamn phone. He's even got the inside line. How do you like that? Aren't you impressed?
No.
He's got the inside line. He can get right through any goddamn time he wants. Let's see. How's the man going to survive in this market if everyone has contempt for him, including subtle person? Yeah, see, that's the thing about Joe Rose. He is a little bit of a backstabber. I've told you that for years, but Joe's a good guy. And everybody gets along with Joe, don't they?
Yeah. Don't they?
I think so. Well, everybody up till now. I don't know anybody since the day that we came to this station who's ever said, "Oh, that Joe Rose is an asshole." Nobody's ever said that, ever. Joey's just a laid-back, easy. What you get is what you feel you got. Yeah. A little bit of a backstabber. But no, he's a good guy. And when Joe Rose has just had his fill and just won't put up with your bullcrap anymore, then you know. And I've been trying to tell the audience that how many months now? 16, 17 long, ponderous goddamn months. I've been telling you people, oh, it's got to be shtick, Neil. It's just got to be shtick. Well, stick it wherever the hell you want, okay? Stick it. Let's see. Favorite show on QAM. That's our question. The first question, 69 for Neil Rogers' show. Pharrell, 10. Mad Dog, 3. The Humpers got 2. Joe and Mark, 1, who loaded up that thing shamelessly, I'm sure, this morning. That's okay. They're good guys. Howard and Goldie, 1, and Eddie K don't have any. 86 votes. So let's see. The thing has been up there about, 7 or 8 minutes?
All right.
That's the goal, to beat that 256 by 10:45. You think we can do it?
Yes.
A lot of pressure.
Doesn't blow up.
A lot of pressure. Don't forget we got the Hurricanes and a girls team, Southwest Missouri State, at 2 this afternoon. Of course, it's a double elimination tournament. Record-breaking crowd out there at Rosenblatt Stadium in Omaha, 26,000 people plus Saturday, to watch the Hurricanes get pounded by the Texas Longhorns 13-2. How embarrassing.
I performed a Santeria ritual for nothing.
How degrading. Well, what do you mean by that? Yeah, we thought we were getting the 1 to 2 hour off. They lied to us. They lied to me just so I'd come back here.
I got my maracas out and my goat blood.
It sure was great seeing most of the people here this morning, except for Todd Dreck. Don't ever come back here again, okay? You're an idiot. Even Pharrell, who's only been here 5 weeks, even he's on to him already.
One occasion.
He said his 2 kids are a real pain in the ass. They're out of control. They're like evil. They're like the demon seed.
His girlfriend wants to beat Todd up.
And probably could. She probably just step on him. Squash him like a gnat. Let's refresh this thing again. I got to get used to this computer again. We're not talking about movies, by the way, although I will give you the results from the poll we took over the weekend. And then we're not, for the next 14 shows, I'm not talking about movies. Well, no, they're pissed off about it. Although Duff did watch Requiem for a Dream over the weekend and loved it. In fact, he said it was so good, it inspired him to pop a whole bunch of different colored pills. I bet you they were like rainbow colors. See the big thing they had in Key West? Look at this. This thing is loaded so heavy now with votes that I can't get on it now. Are you getting on it? No, see? Because we've got the power, baby, on this show. Who the hell are you people kidding, you sports? I mean, you know, we love Pharrell. In fact, let's face it, we like everybody. We love Mandich. We love Hank. We love Joe Rose.
Eddie K.
Eddie K's a wonderful guy. One of the nicest people you'll ever meet. We love the Big O, even though we don't belong on the air. He's a good guy.
Joe and Mark are good.
We love Geldy. Geldy's not too bad, even though he wants everybody else's job. But why would you blame him for wanting everybody else's job when you've been forced into a position of insecurity because you're on a show that keeps getting pushed back into the middle of the night with a doddering old con that is hated by all? Even Screw-Ann Winnick, the unctuous Screw-Ann.
She doesn't even like his back anymore.
Oh, she said his back is grotesque. It's hairy. It looks like Ron Jeremy on a bad day. That's what she said. That's what she told me this morning. And she was introducing all kinds of new salespeople. By the way, you new salespeople, all 40 of you who've come through since I was here 2 months ago, good luck to you. You'll need it. It's always, you see the fresh, bright look in their eyes when they first start here. And then, you know, a couple of weeks they realize what this place is all about. And they say, oh, my God. Like our good friend Scott Schwartz. 121 votes. We're almost halfway there in just a few minutes. How do you like that, Josh? By the way, if we beat the 256, Josh owes me big time. What? What are you laughing about? You don't know what I'm talking about. No, that would be sexual harassment what you're talking about. That would be very bad. I'm not stupid enough to do that. I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about companionship. Let's see. Neil Rogers Show 98, Pharrell 12, Mad Dog 5, The Humper 4, Joe and Mark 1, Howard and Goldie 1, and Eddie Kaplan none. Howard and Goldie 1? That's 0.8%. That's starting to look like Moe's ratings. Pretty. No wonder he's pissed off. Had that fire in his eyes this morning. Although I did notice he was standing in front of Duff, and just like that picture, that squirrely Moe we got, his balls were swinging from side to side. I was very impressed by that. Huh? Did you notice that?
Effect.
Old pendulum nuts, Moe. Oh, I can't stand being here. 1027 at 560 WQAM. By now you've been hearing us talk about a great place called Laminates R Us and how laminate wood flooring from Laminates R Us is the easy, low-maintenance, smart alternative to natural, expensive wood flooring. Laminates R Us is the best place for you to find laminated wood flooring from all the top makers, brands, whatever they are, Peridor, Pergo, Wilson Art, Uniflor, and Quickstep. They've got all the top names, all installed by Pergo with certified installers. Here's another reason you ought to be called Laminates R Us. Their prices will floor you. And that's not just a play on words either. Right now you can get their summer special for just $1,995. You can get up to 380 square feet of beautiful laminated wood flooring. It is absolutely unbelievable. And Laminates R Us will match any legitimate written offer, too. For a free and-home estimate, call Laminates R Us toll-free 1-877-777-3336. What could be easier? Free carpet disposal, free furniture moving, a 25-year warranty, and years of beautiful, easy care laminated wood flooring. Call Laminates R Us today, toll-free. Tell me old man told you to call 1-877-777-3336.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560 QAM.
And alive.
560 WQAM is relieved to present the Pharrell and Geldy Show.
Dad! Boy, it sure smells better in here now that Mo died.
Yeah, I don't have to bring a towel to wipe the chair off no more.
How did it stay with that voice all day?
Look who's talking.
My voice don't always sound like that.
No, this is my voice. I'm not putting you on.
Every day I wake up sounding the same way.
Hey, your voice, it's,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like I was saying. What? You want to change your voice?
Yeah, I want a gravelly one like you.
Well, all you gotta do is grab your balls like this.
Ooh, that hurt. Ow. Ooh, let go my balls.
They weren't easy to find, pal.
I'll grab your balls.
We'll taught you good with the Kung Fu grip. Yeah, your voice changing yet?
Yeah.
Please,
So let me ask you, what are we going to do with a grumpy old man like Mo?
I dump the bitch right now.
1033 at 560 WQAM. 188 votes. Come on, we can do it. We got, this is pressure. I never realized I'd come back with so much pressure the first hour. We got 12 minutes and we need, we got 188 last time I checked. What do you got, Mr. Computer Wizard? Because you're probably ahead of me.
He's got naked pictures in front of him.
Oh, that's right. We're doing our website. We're doing that, the Hot Couples Contest deadline today. Has he really got naked pictures?
Well,
or close to it?
One or two or something.
Don't forget, today, sometime by the end of the show, we'll have the pictures up, all the contestants for our Hot Couples Contest number 3. And then you'll have a whole week till next Monday to vote on them.
192.
That's what I got. 192 votes, which means we need 64 in the next 11 minutes. Oh, what are you doing that, Mr.
That's
Edding
easy.
me? Is he Mr. Edding me? 192 votes. What's your, and again, I'm not doing this to be self-serving because anybody can go on their own show and say, hey, what show do you like? Well, I mean, that's asinine. We're just doing it to prove a point in terms of the QM website, which, and you did, I have to admit, you made a valid point last week. And I resisted it because it's negative, and I try to be Mr. Positive, whereas you, because you do a lot of drugs, you can handle the negativity better than I can. Because then I turn to eating. No, seriously, but when you talk about the website, here we got, thanks to Beaner Boy, who has done a magnificent job in turning around a dying, craggy website and turned it into one of the best in the history of mankind. I mean, where else can you see Mo Howard David with swinging nuts than on our website, huh?
Nowhere I know.
Where can you see Mo morph into Mozo the Clown? No place else in the world.
Mo's house.
Or you can hear him morph into a clown when he tries to call in on the Joe Rose show. I don't blame Joe. You know something? Seriously, Joe Rose has got a big pair. I don't care what Mad Dog used to tell us about when they were in the showers together, which is amazing because they never played football together. But Mad Dog used to tell stories about when they took showers together. I guess it's an old ex-Dolphin thing, you know? They all gather around and take showers together. It's a jock thing.
Tradition.
Right. And he'd say, oh, boy, that's Joe Rose. He's got the tiniest pair, makes Geldy look like elephant balls. But come to find out, Joe's got one of the biggest pairs in the whole building. Nice going, Joe. We love you. Okay, let's refresh this again and then get on, because I still got to get the results from this thing, and before we know it, it'll be 1 o'clock. If we don't break the 250, what? Oh, well, aren't we doing something special in that 1 or 2 hour because we thought we weren't going to be on?
Yeah, leaving. I made plans, man.
That sounds good. George has some hot drug deals right around the corner at 1. So if there's any of his customers waiting, he might be a little bit late today. He can always send Carlos out. He knows where to find the good crap. No, don't send him out because the car will break down. He'll never come back. He does great work on the website, but other than that, I can't say too much for him. Because he's got the worst life of anybody I've ever seen in my... Every damn thing he does is a disaster. If he got up right now and walked to the door, something would fall from... Frogs would fall from the vents and start landing on his head. I'm telling you. This thing is just not reloading because there's such an overload on this damn thing. I don't want to get Josh upset. Josh likes us anyway. What the hell's his name again?
Cordis.
Cordis? I thought Cordis was in Tampa, WSUN. Remember Cordis?
No.
Yeah, you do.
Curtis. Oh,
well,
Cordis.
Same thing. Josh, Curtis. Here we go. I think it might I got 2 green bars on there. It's thinking about doing something. How many you got? Is your thing recycling?
It's slow.
It's slow because it's a heavy load, man.
I smell it. Us.
I beg your pardon? No, it's just slow because there's a heavy load. Okay, let me, while we're waiting on that, audience isn't interested in my sitting here and looking at something. Let's see, this fax, I've had so many faxes about that thing, which we'll play it again, about a whole bunch of times. That thing about Joe Rose going ballistic because Mo called in.
About 30, man.
We'll play it a bunch of times. But don't keep faxing me, telling me about it, because believe me, I may not have been back in town long, but didn't take me long to find out about this. I hadn't even got the seat warm, my ass on it this morning. I got 15 people. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, did you hear what happened? Pop, pop. It's the talk of the station. Also, this faxer says, I don't want to turn this into a Let's Rip Howard show, but they did anyway. Well, George said it wasn't that much of it. You callers could have done a lot better, but that's always the case. Look at the calls we're getting here this morning already. QAM.
Oh, please play that Joe thing again.
Okay.
Amazing.
Okay. There's not welcome back to town, Neil. It's nice to have you back. You sound great. You sound refreshed and happy. And how do you like the crappy weather and the humidity and the heat and the, not that. I can't get through on this. Can you?
He can.
What do you got?
226.
226. That means we need, how many we need before?
About 30, man.
Yeah, exactly. In the next 7 minutes, we ought to have that clock, that ticking. We ought to have that ticking, thing going. Not yet, though. We need to get to 250, and then, of course, we get some kind of a prize, like the 1 to 239. Duff said if we get to beat 256 by 10:45, we get to go home at 1. That's what he said. Didn't he say that? I'm sure I heard him say that. He muttered something under his breath. Mine just won't even show up again on here because there's such a load on there. We only need 18 to break it, 17 to tie, and we got 7. It's not even a contest now. Friday we asked the worst acting performance ever in a movie was, and Shaquille O'Neal makes them squeal in Kazam. First of all, I never even heard of that movie. Did you?
Oh, yeah.
You did?
It was every once in a while, it's like some jock, they'll give them a movie to make them some more money.
I understand that, but I never heard of that movie.
No one ever saw it but kids.
Somebody did. 210 people said it's the worst acting performance ever. 210. Sofia Coppola, Godfather 3, I thought she'd win by a nose, but she lost by a hair. 177. Dan Marino, who was the late entrant, but Danny Boy did very well. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, 96 votes. They love your football, they love your arm, but they can't stand two things, Danny. Your acting and those strange lips. Bo Derek, 68. Mariah Carey, all that glitters ain't gold, I guess. 66 votes for Mariah, the pariah of life. Sly Stallone, Rhinestone, tied with OJ and Towering Inferno, 60. 60 apiece. Elizabeth Berkley, Showgirls, 50. Okay, here, what do we got? Take a look. It finally came up on here. 245. Oh, my God, are we getting close? We're only 12 away from busting through that total. What's your favorite show on QAM? Neil Rogers Show, 190. Pharrell, 23. Mandich, 17. The Humper, 7. Joe and Mark, 3. Eddie K, 3. Oh, that's bad. Eddie K's got 3, and look who's in last place. Moe and Geldy have a pair. I thought just by himself Moe had a swinging pair. But evidently not enough to make it the favorite show on this. They hate you, Mo. So now it's not only inside the building, but it's also outside the building. Who was it that was saying to me, use that expression, he's not well liked? Who was it that said that?
Today?
No, on the phone.
Joe?
A couple of weeks ago. Oh, it was Joe Costello. Say he's not well liked. I said, you mean inside? He said, no, like anywhere. What is it with you, Mo? Why is it your whole life about pissing people off and making them hate you like poison? Is that what it's all about?
Uh-huh.
God. I don't understand that. How could you have a clean sweep? How could you not have anybody in the building like you? Okay, I think on the next change, I think we hop over the top. Ye of little faith. They didn't think we could do it. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and a heavy hype job by Moe and then Pharrell a little bit because I told him to this morning so that he would pass Moe, which he did. But they get 256 votes total on the highly touted QAM Sports Nerd website. Oh, my God. Who the hell are you people kidding? And what did Baldy, old Wayne, it's the only thing I ever agreed with Wayne Hyping about. And by the way, you people that are pissed off about your censored videos at Blockbuster, he don't have anything to do with Blockbuster anymore, but hate him anyway for it. Because, it's the memory of Wayne lingering on, that kind of fascist Nazi Wayne thing. We did it! We did it with 4 minutes to spare. Woo! Yeah, what do you got to say for yourself, Mo? Even though he hyped himself all morning long. I heard him plugging it. And then he's talking about, vote for decency and greatness and Geldy. Yeah, trying to hype people to get on it. Geldy's name wasn't even on the QM pool to show you what small potatoes he was. Okay, let's go. This thing won't come up on here. How many you got?
263.
263. So we'll just leave this on there and then we'll put the other pool up, which they're not going to be too thrilled with anyway, but it's that time of the year. Nice coming back when the kids are out of school. There's almost no traffic out there. Everybody with any money and a brain is bailed out of this place. Well, let's see. George and Carlos are still here. They don't have any money.
Right.
I'm here, but only for a few days. Some of the people here are because they have to work here, right? Pharrell is here because he hasn't been here long enough to hate it yet. But he's got the life of Riley going. He's got a drug dealer and a food supplier in here all morning long to keep him happy. He's getting himself a condo on South Beach. Do you hear that?
Right, penthouse.
A penthouse. Not just a condo, but a penthouse. He's getting a Cadillac. None of the Cadillac dealers know it yet, but he's going to get him a trade. No, he'll get a deal.
He will, yeah, he will.
Because this is not a guy that takes no for an answer. You can tell that. He doesn't take Mo for an answer. I better do the break, because sooner or later... Don't let me forget to give the rest of the results on this movie pool. We don't want to mention movies, though. Because I think we lost a lot of the audience with about 3 or 4 weeks of movie talk. They hated it. I liked it. And you notice how many other people leave inside the building? Oh, I saw this movie, I saw Requiem. Yeah, because we did a lot of good things for a lot of people. That's why the audience hated it. They don't like that. They like negativity. They like calling in and bitching people like Mo out a lot. Bad. Oh, here we go. Oh, I better do the break. And then I'll give you the number. Guess who's bringing us lunch today? And yes, I am eating today because I feel like it. Not tomorrow because I'm going to Mommy's house for lunch tomorrow. Keep that in mind. So plan yourself accordingly. But Jeff Cohen from Pizza Loft is going to bring us some chow. Jeff, I guarantee, is still doing the same great thing. He chopped off the ponytail, and since then, the business has been triple. Have you noticed that? Remember he told you he was because they don't want to see that schmutzy ponytail. When you go into a fine restaurant with really good food and low prices and nice, friendly people, you don't want to see the owner waltzing around with a nasty ponytail because you start conjuring up hair in the soup, hair in the lasagna, right? Hair on the back like Mo, Screw Ann was bitching about this morning. She said he's got more hair on his back than JP's got on his whole body. How's JP doing, by the way?
Don't know.
Anyway, Pizza Loft has some great stuff for you. They got all your Italian favorites. They got chicken and veal, seafood, 3 different kinds of great pizza. They got calzones, super subs, all your favorite Italian dishes, and the best garlic rolls you've ever popped in your big puss. Every Monday night, like tonight's lasagna night at the Loft, Tuesday is eggplant night. Buy one of these dinners on these nights, get the second one for only $5. Every Wednesday, kids eat free with adults. They can see Jeff's famous magic show, put on a real thing for them. And every Thursday night is bike night at the Loft. Come on a motorcycle, buy one dinner, get the second for half price. I have to ask Pharrell tomorrow if he ever came on a motorcycle. And, of course, for takeout delivery and for catering in the Davie, call the Pizza Loft at the original Broward location, 954-916-8880. That's on University between Griffin Road and 595, right behind Pier 1 Imports, kitty corner of the new Armadillo Cafe. 954-916-8880. And the same great deals and food waiting for you in Plantation now at the corner of Nob Hill and Sunrise, right behind Walgreens, 954-382-1999. 382-1999. After all these years in town, the world-famous Pizza Loft just keeps on getting better.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Doi.
People want me to be wary. They're just jealous of my fella. Shut up, I won't wanna marry Ben Affleck. Ain't you had enough of writing alimony checks? Or don't you know that Ben Affleck's so flaming? Hold on, baby, he's already married to Matt Damon.
Gay.
Well, he is honky, my love honky, so just leave us alone, 'cause we're good. About him I am not, yeah, we're good. He loves me and my butt was so good. I won't sign up for not, 'cause he makes more than me, right? Ben's that guy and I'm so glad.
Ben's a real dud girl, just another Chris Judd.
Shut your mouth, you're making me mad.
Just like his movies, this marriage will be bad.
But I don't wanna be alone.
He's a spoiled kid from Boston, just leave that boy alone.
Now we both want to get him.
It'll work out just fine.
Oh yeah.
10:48 at 560. Here's a nice fax from Steve. This is the usual South Florida welcome back. Neil, if I looked like you, I would never talk about the appearance of anyone else. You with your bulging eyes and fat as a tub. Thanks, Steve, and have a nice day too, asshole. See, but at least I'm honest about it. I'm as ugly as sin, and I admit it, and I don't put on any, false accoutrements like muskrats on a head or civet cats or all of these things. Walk around with checkered pants trying to impress everybody, snapping my varicose veins. I don't do those things. I'm just me. I'm a fat old Jew homo. That's it. That's why I got a face and a body for radio.
Oh!
Maybe that's why I've done so well, Steve, on radio, because I know my place. I'm not prancing around trying to be like a fashion plate. So here's the final totals on poll number 1 today. And look at the tremendous response on the phone. I realize nobody's here, and anybody, like I said, with a brain and a couple of bucks is out of town now that the kids are out of school. 331 votes in a half an hour. Keep in mind, the QM website had 256 in Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3.5 days, almost, over 3 days. You ready for that? Including, I'm sure, some heavy hyping by some of the participants like Mo this morning and Joe and Mark overnight. Right?
Right, no doubt.
I think we were the only ones in the dark about this, weren't we? Why is that? Well, that's because we're not part of the whole. We're not part of the HOLE.
Fraternity?
Right. Anyway, what's your favorite show on QM? Neil Rogers Show, 254, 76.7%. Jim Mandich, 28. Pharrell, 27. The two of them are pretty tight. Hank Goldberg, the Humpers, got 9. Joe and Mark, 6. Eddie Kaplan, 4. And Howard and Geldy. Oh, my God. Do I even dare to mention that on the air? That's pretty embarrassing. 0.9%. 0.9%. Out of 331 votes, a grand total of...
I'm getting pounded.
3. 3. Out of 331. This is after 17 months. I guess maybe he hasn't just made the big impact yet, you think?
That could be. We're waiting.
Maybe it's just like he's like a slow starter. You think that could be it?
No.
It's an acquired taste.
Maybe they just hate him like poison like everybody else because of the fact he stirred up so much crap in his place. That could be it. Here's a Julio who faxes in with a bunch of penises, which don't come out too good in black and white here, by the way. It says, say it with penis. I have no idea what that's supposed to prove. Neil God, I just wanted to welcome you back to the Republic of Mime. Well, thank you, Julio. You're a lot nicer than that Steve guy. That was probably stuttering Steve that calls up Mo all the time. One of them, one of those chronics. There's not one call coming in on this board to say, boy, sure, you sound so great to have you back in town. There's all this crap going on. That's okay. I can handle it. I'm used to it. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T. It's the usual friendly welcome you get in South Florida. Just like that. Yeah. Oh. Wow. I thought I smelled something as we were doing the approach in the plane yesterday. I thought I smelled something. Yeah, they were giving me the welcoming committee must have been there. Maybe Mayor Pinga Pequena had his special welcoming committee at the airport. Maybe next time he'll have a complimentary slice of pizza at Cazzoli's for me with something special on it. I'm sure he might. 567. I just want somebody to say hello and, something like that before I get started here, before we do the poll. Oh, well, are we going to build another poll, Neil? Yeah, build this, okay? Build some sandcastles. You got a lot of beaches. Go build some sandcastles. Here's the, what's the rest of the list? Vin Diesel, 46, Fast and the Furious, the worst acting performance ever in a movie. John Travolta, Battlefield Earth, 45, Vanilla Ice, Cool as Ice, 42. OJ hits the list again, Naked Gun, 38. Britney Spears in this movie happened to be on over the weekend. As a matter of fact, Crossroads and Crossdress,
yeah,
34. No, for about 2 seconds. Dennis Rodman, Double Team, 32 for Denise. Keanu Reeves, The Matrix, 29. Tom Green, Freddie Got Fingered and Enjoyed It, 27. Bill Shatner, Any Star Trek, 25. Barbara Streisand for Yentl. Oh, she was so Jewish, 25. And Al Pacino, I'm just going this far down on the list just so I can get that in. Al Pacino, for the unctuous son of a woman, had 23. Oh, Eli Wallach had only 22, tied with Madonna for Shanghai Surprise. Madonna, as a matter of fact, was like 3 of the next 4 spots. But also, Bloodhounds of Evidence with Madonna was the only one that didn't get 1 vote. Dead last. Of over 1,500 votes. 5670560, pound 560. Here's the poll for today. And I'm doing this because it's vacation time. Kids are out of school. Everybody wants to go someplace. Get out of this rat-infested jungle. Man. You know what this is? The one word to describe this. I'm not talking about the anus of the universe, something sarcastic like that we've said over the years. I'm talking about an accurate word to describe this place. This is a swamp. You know, as you're approaching, now yesterday, luckily, we came right in from the east and landed. But generally, when you're flying into town, more often than not, you come in from the east and they go way out west over the glades and turn around and come back. You've done that.
Right.
Oh. And you look at the Everglades from above. And you realize that's what we're living in.
Oh, big swamp?
That's what I just said. That's the word, swamp. It's a freaking swamp.
A bog, a bayou.
So here's the poll question today. What's the one place you've never been to that you must see before you croak? Now I got 1. And I don't want 20. I don't want 5. I don't want 100. I want 1.
Here's my list.
Yeah, here. How about these 6? No. I hate that. They do that to me all the time. Well, here, I got a few for you. No, let me read the question again. What's the one place that you've never been to that you must see before you croak? I put down Prague. I want to go to Prague.
Okay, New Zealand.
And I put another one down that I didn't fax to Eric yet. Cuba. Don't you think there are a lot of people in this audience who want to go to Cuba?
No.
I noticed they keep coming in this direction. Like yesterday, we had 8 more pop up.
But there's a reason for that.
What's that?
It sucks there now.
Yeah, but the hotel's here.
Yeah,
Suck.
then. 1950 what?
No, but you don't understand. They want to. It's like maybe the Italian people want to go like to Sicilia.
Maybe it's still nice there though.
What's that? Sicily? I don't know. I've never been there. I would like to go there, but I picked one, and that was Prague because I hear Prague is just a fabulous place.
That's what I hear.
In fact, they just had elections over the weekend. They voted to join the EU. The American dollar is falling like a rock. Canadian dollar is 75 cents. Oh, it's unbelievable what they're doing to all of us. They're killing us. Here's our first. Well, no, we already had one. Here's Miami. Hello.
Welcome back, my niggas.
Uh-huh.
Hey, George, you're a pussy.
That's your buddy again. Like I said, we're waiting for our first call. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T line. Here's Lauderhill. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Well, welcome back. Nobody wants to suck up to you too much, but we do want to say welcome back, and glad you had a safe trip in. Damn, it's been hotter than hell down here, man. Maybe you'll bring some cool weather. The humidity sucks. But, hey, yesterday was Father's Day. Man, that poll you had last week about the single fathers, I've been raising my kids for the last 6 years.
I did a poll about single fathers?
Well, no, about who was a better parent.
Oh, yeah.
And single fathers really got blasted, but there's a few of us that are good.
No, there was nothing on the poll about single fathers. There was absolutely nothing on that poll about single mothers or fathers. It was about who was the better parent.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I don't know. I just took offense to it, but anyway.
Well, wait a minute. Why did you take offense to it? Were you a bad father?
No, I'm
Did
a
you
good
beat
father.
the crap out of your kids?
Just the opposite. She was a bad mother, and I just wanted some.
We had a few bad mothers on there.
Yeah, I just wanted a pat on the back. That's all. But anyway, that's my own personal idiocy.
Well, I'll give you a pat on the back right through the radio. How do you like that?
Just like I'm giving you a welcome right to the radio. But hey, let me tell you, I spent Father's Day yesterday with my 2 sons. One of them's 13. He has autism. The 17-year-old had a kidney transplant.
Oh, boy.
I got my hands filled, but me and the 17-year-old, we bonded so much yesterday. We sat and watched Requiem for a Dream together. And he loved it. He loved it.
Yeah.
I had to burn the DVD so he could take it and go to all his friends' house.
Don't say that you burned him a DVD because then people will think you're like stealing stuff like that and they'll come and trace the call.
I'm so worried about that.
Like you said, you loaned him the DVD so he could take it over and show it to all his friends in the movie too.
Oh, he loved it, and I loved it too. Anyway, welcome back, sir. And wherever you are, I've been listening for about 20 years now, for God's sakes.
Well, thanks a lot.
Most of us don't want to call up and suck up. That's why a lot of people, a lot of the good listeners just kind of hang back a little bit. And
yeah.
George does a tremendous Pharrell. What they really got to do is one day they really got to switch or something. Let you and Pharrell kind of be there and let George do the
Well, I didn't
Pharrell
want to
show.
tell you, but we couldn't really afford to hire the real Pharrell. George has been doing that the whole 5 weeks. Have a great day, Pally. Say goodbye.
Enjoy. Bye.
See ya. 5670560. You know, actually, George is threatening to do his shows all summer long in that voice, and I think it would be it would be get a 40 share easy, guarantee ya. What's the one place you've never been to that you must see before you croak? We're going to build a list, whether you want to or not. I don't think they want to. That's okay. They want, you know what they want? They want movies. So now that I've stopped doing movies, now they want more movie talk. Oh, well, you know, we saw these over the week. I don't care. I don't want to know. I don't want any names of any more movies today. I'm going to leave at 1 o'clock. Oh, you know who looks pretty fat? The Beast.
Yeah?
No, I just mentioned that because I'm going to do the balance for life spot. He could be down to like about 180 right now if he would have kept going on it. He's a loser, you know. He's just not one of those people, especially with that thing that's growing on the end of his nose. You know what that's from? That's from telling so many lies. Look what happened to him and Bubba. It's from lying so much, the Beast, from telling so many goddamn tales. Anyway, if you want to lose weight, you can try Atkins, and you can try the old Stillman and the grapefruit diet and the Sarah Goldfarb pill diet. There's a million diets you can try, and some of them work for a lot of people. But if you're frustrated because you're still as fat as a tub, because you still can't lose that weight, you still can't wear any like real size clothing, Balance for Life could be the answer you've been looking for. And one of the reasons it's so outstanding is because it's easy. Even the laziest of us lazy folks can do it because there's no cooking, no shopping, no cleaning, no calorie counting, no carb counting, no nothing. All you do is reach outside the door and pick up that little black sack they deliver right to your door by 6 every morning, and all your food for the day, it's in there. All you have to do, the only choice you make is on that menu. You pick out two choices for each meal every day that you're on a program, and that's it. 3 gourmet meals, 2 delicious snacks. They're all in your sack. There's loads of great, fresh, delicious goodies in here to keep you full all day long. So get with the real weight loss program, not some crazy quackery or some dangerous pills or some crap that's going to make your hair fall out. Let Balance for Life help you lose the weight finally once and for all and get back some good health, too. Call them today, 954-568-3229. 954-568-3229, or check them out on the web if you like at balanceforlife.com.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Sucks. I want to give you an update of what took place just now off the air, because I think it's important you hear this. Howard just called the radio station, Howard David, who I get along with great, I thought. He called me an asshole, saying I was trying to stir it up. My point back to Howard is don't listen. Listen to 101.5. Let me see, what age group? 101.5 for Howard, maybe 102.7. Some easily listening love music so you could focus on your wife and your family and the grandkids instead of listening and always calling the radio station. He's becoming Howard the caller, like Howard from Boca. Howard from Boca. It's like, you know, it's okay. So anyway. He's listening, so just wanted to get the message out, and don't call my show, too, just for a record. Don't call off the air because I don't want to talk to you, and I don't want to hear you on the private line. Congratulations, you know the private line number. That's great. But don't call because you're not coming on this show. You've got your 3 hours, 5 to 8, Monday through Friday. You can talk all you want, but you're not coming on this show. And we'll leave it at that. All right? I got nothing against you. You seem like a decent person. And I know you've been taking a big hit on the radio station from everybody else, but it's over. Me and you, done.
You asshole.
Take a look at the response here today, baby.
Oh!
This was what makes it exciting about coming back to South Florida, you know what? There is not one call on this board. Are we really on the air, or do we have another transmitter fart?
Well, it's a good thing because I have to restart this computer anyway.
What do you mean by that?
It's an old giant piece of crap, and it's frozen up, and I have to restart it.
What computer?
This, the phone screening computer.
Oh! So maybe there are calls on there, but it's all... There are no calls?
No.
Are you sure?
Well, there are now.
Okay. WQAM, our phone screwed up. Hello.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to Neil.
Speaking.
Neil, welcome back, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Hey, the only place I'd like to go before I die is Montana.
Montana?
Yeah, Montana. I don't know why. Just something I've always wanted to do.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, George will give you some good stories. He'll give you some good tips.
Tell you where to go.
Oh, all right.
He said he'd be delighted to tell you where to go. Okay, have a good time there. Have a good time boxing Helena. 56705. What? Isn't that what you do there? What else are you going to do there?
Hunt, trap, and
get laid.
Right.
Okay. I'm going back to Shelby. That's what I'm going to do. If these phones don't start lighting up, I'll do screenless today and get you off the hook for old time's sake.
Oh, man.
Well, no, because we're leaving at 1. What?
Right.
What are you shaking your head about?
Got that tape already.
We're leaving at 1.
Oh,
Beaner
Carlos
Boys,
is really pissed off that you're letting me off the
Beaner Boys doing one. Oh, I see. That's what he's upset about, shaking his head vigorously because he has to talk to a lot of assholes.
Right.
And he thought this week George would have to. Well, guess what? I don't think so.
He wants to see me
Not
suffer.
today anyway. George don't deserve that. You're breaking in, okay? You gotta pay your dues. You gotta talk to like every nutcase.
I lent him money.
Yeah, he lent you money, and I just helped you out a little bit there. What the hell do you want? And by the way, if I get a phone call from the bank saying, you might have checked the Carlos, if I get that phone call again, it's the last time you'll ever see me, I'll guarantee you that.
From the check cashing store.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the check cashing store. That's where a lot of really, I don't want to say it. Isn't that one of our fine sponsors?
Right, ABC Package and
ABC
Liquors.
Package, Liquor and Guns. That's where he hangs out and cashes his paycheck. Oh, and of course they look at it and say, QAM, forget about it. Take it down the street. We're not touching that thing. WQAM.
Yeah, Neil?
Yes, sir.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing great.
Welcome back. That's all I got to say.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I don't want you to call and say, well, I was just joking about that. Say something. Give me a for instance, okay? Tell me what's going on with Moe and Joe and Flo and Blow.
Maybe they got a good movie.
Maybe they got some good blow. Yeah, maybe. If you people start that movie stuff again, we're going to be out of business. The bad news is that Duff went to Blockbuster and got the edited version of Requiem for a Dream. See, that's one of those movies you don't want to get the edited version of that.
You want every last drop.
I mean, Lassie Come Home, okay. Oh, there's a really good show on VH1. I know that comes as a shock to you.
No, sometimes.
But they have a good show. It's the bloopers from and from game shows.
I've seen it.
I just came across that last night, desperately trying to find something to watch. I mean, the cable here, another reason to hate this place. Just awful. Where's my drive-in movie channel? Where's Scream TV? As a matter of fact, that's what the cable is here. It's called Scream TV. You scream, where's something to watch? But anyway, so I found that by accident, hosted by the unctuous Bob Eubanks, whom I despise. But they had some great stuff on there. So there was an old clip from Gary Moore. Was it What's My Line? I think it was not What's My Line. That was what's his name?
What's his name?
What's his name? Oh, Boca Brian will call in. I don't want to get into that. Nobody knows. To Tell the Truth, I guess that's the one. Gary Moore was the host. And so they bring out a cow on stage, and the deal of it is Bess Meyerson, who's got her evening gown on, and Kitty Carlisle. They're going to milk the cow. And they got this broad on there who's going to show them how to milk the cow, and Gary Moore is standing there. Well, needless to say, the cow had a little accident. Anybody ever heard the term cow pie or cow pile?
Absolutely correct, sir.
And Gary says, "We take that thing off here right now. Get it off." And of course they're all in hysterics. And I don't know what the hell happened because we didn't see the rest of it because it's live TV. And the cow he got nervous, you know. He let loose a pile or two. You know what happens around here all the time. In fact, Moe, I noticed there was like a bad stain when he was standing there talking to Duff. Bad stain on those lime green pants. See, when you dump in your pants and you're wearing like lemon yellow or lime green pants, it shows real bad, Moe. It's not good style. It's really bad. Bad. In fact, you remember in Cane Mutiny, they were calling Humphrey Bogart Old Yellow Stain?
Right.
Moe was Old Brown Stain this morning. Must be because of that thing he had with Joe Rose. Plus the fact that everybody knows that Geldy has turned on him now. Geldy was his last great hope, man. That was the one guy he thought he could browbeat, he could handle him, he could manipulate him. Well, Geldy ain't the pussy that you thought he was, Moe. Geldy's had it. Which is why it sounds like the two of them are going to... In fact, that's one extra reason to tune into them every morning real early when, get up a little bit early, 5 to 8 a.m.
Maybe that's their angle.
On the Pharrell warm-up show? No, he's not that smart. Now, what is this? What is this? The golden years, running out of money, life so not so sunny, I'm running out of gas. What is the stuff that's coming in here on this fax, man? See, this was not good timing on my part. It was good timing from the fact that there's no traffic driving into work. In fact, now I can sleep till like 7 o'clock in the morning like a real life. Now that we're back on 10 to 2, which the audience seems to like. But other than that, I mean, why would you come back when there's nobody in town? In fact, I looked at my contract again. That's one of the reasons I came back. I looked at it and said, your summer schedule, Tuesday and Thursday, starts June 16. I must have misread it. I thought it said July 4th. But I think it said, I'm pretty sure I may have to go home right now and double check it. I think it said June 16, George.
You're not supposed to be here.
George, and you're supposed to be talking in that Pharrell voice.
All right,
see? Oh. Stop. Waited too long. WQAM.
Yeah, can I speak to Neil?
Speaking, sir.
Hey, how you doing, Neil?
Okay.
Hey, man, in honor of my main man, Joe Rose, stepping up to the plate and really banging on
He hit it out of the ballpark,
there.
man. He hit it.
Yeah, he should. In honor of him, in honor of my boy Joe Rose, repeat after me, man. We right Mo.
Okay. There you go. That might be the best call we've had all year when you come right down to it, which says a hell of a lot about the rest of it. And what was he saying?
I like the wee-wee.
Okay. Joe Rose grows a humongous beard. That should have been in the newspapers. See what I mean? If we were in a real market with real people who write about radio, that kind of a thing, if it would have happened in Toronto or in New York or like in a real market, they would have had an article in every newspaper about that on the entertainment page because that's pretty entertaining. But not here. And why did you put a Tom Jicka story on our website yesterday, you little asshole? I'm canceling that check. Why did you do that? You had plenty of other stories. It wasn't even a radio story. It was crap. I read it. What is he babbling about?
It was a reality show thing.
Yeah, it sucked. It sucked. It was more of Tom's pablum about network TV crap, okay? And anybody could write that. You ought to apologize. You want an apology to the audience, to all of our millions of people that check our fancy schmancy, highly touted website. I thought just one day, because I'm flying back yesterday morning, I thought I could leave it in his competent hands, and he puts a freaking Tom Jicka story on our website. Oh, my God. I was coughing up SARS pellets. I was so upset. By the way, you notice when Miguel was in there, you didn't check out, but I stuffed a couple in his pants. He didn't see it.
A couple of monkeypox?
A couple of monkeypox pellets. Oh, what are they faxing me, this heavy-duty stuff? How about Crawford, Texas? Oh, yeah. I got that here. Very important story, which we will get to. We talked about a lot on this program. Tudia, Texas, baby. Freedom likely for 13 convicted in Texas drug sting, to show you what kind of fascism goes on in this country. All these poor dark folks who've been cooling their heels in jail for years now. For years. July 23rd, 1999. A high-profile drug sweep in Tudia, Texas, rounded up 46 alleged drug dealers. All but 7 of them were black. 10% of the black population of the whole town of about 5,000 between Lubbock and Amarillo, Texas. 7 of the cases were dropped. The rest of the accused ended up in prison or on probation. 16 remain in custody. Almost 4 years later, the cases are crumbling. Allegations of racial motivations, shady evidence, and questionable police work have put the Tudia cases in the national spotlight. A failure of the system, to say the very least. They got one guy, Joe Moore, they showed him on the TV this morning. 59 years old, he's one of the 16 still in prison, serving a 90-year sentence for selling coke to an undercover officer he says he never met. 90-year trumped-up sentence. How do you like that? And I don't want to mention that the former governor of the state of Texas, of course, used to, take a little up the nose every now and then. That was okay. So now he has his punishment, or our punishment. He's serving 4 years in the White House. But here's this poor old Joe guy, 90 years. And he's been in there 4 years cooling his heels. But it looks like most, if not all of them, going to get out. That's the good news. Let's hear it.
Oh!
Justice may be a little bit slow in America, but if you wait long enough, if you can survive it, if you can hang in there. Probably most of our audience is still down in Key West after the weekend, Why did the freaky Carlos come in here this morning to show me all those pictures of him and Susan Lucci and every other fag hag that was ever born? Doesn't he get the message?
He loves you.
I can't stand him. He makes my skin crawl.
He wants you.
Just saying him makes me embarrassed and humiliated to be a fag. Just seeing him makes me feel unclean.
He wants to touch you.
Ah! That's it. See ya. I'm out of here. There was one good reason you should have reminded me not to come back here, is that freaky Carlos might want to touch me. Don't ever come close to me, okay? God. Especially with all those he's got ding-a-ling rings that he's got. Hey, he's got ding-a-ling rings. 12 minutes after 11 at 560 WQAM. If you're I'm doing the wrong spot, aren't I? I'm doing direct concept. Well, I'll do that whenever I feel like.
Who cares?
Let's do them round and about. But if you're I think I did this last week too. Well, when you're getting old and doddering, what the hell?
Nobody's counting.
It's always a good excuse. And nobody's listening anyway. They're all out of town. They're all in the places where they've been dying to go to. Dry Concepts would like to come to your house. They'd love to clean your floors for you and make your carpets look just like brand new. They've been doing it in my house over 20 years, and having had dogs in the house for most of those years, you know, I may not have a cow, but boy, there are times when you want to have one, when you see what they do on the flow. And Dry Concepts can make even the worst stains, the nastiest smelliest carpet in the world look and smell just like brand new with their exclusive patented dry cleaning method that nobody else in the world does. In fact, not only will they dry clean your carpeting, but also your drapes. They'll clean your expensive area rugs and oriental rugs like you've never seen before, your upholstery, your leather furniture. If you have a problem with pet odors or mildew odors caused by water damage, they'll also make those disappear like magic with their exclusive patented method of dry cleaning the whole deal. And they give you a written guaranteed price before they start the work, so you don't have to worry about getting ripped off at the end of the job. Do yourself a big, big favor and call the folks you can always depend on to do a stupendous job at a fair written price, Dry Concepts. Call them toll-free, 1-800-248-5071. 1-800-248-5071, or log on to their world-famous website at dryconcepts.com. And it really be true, when you call Dry Concepts, you can clean today and entertain tonight.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
See ya, Geldy. Good luck. Have a great life, baby.
Geldy, talking on a sports show, trying to be macho. Your voice sounds just like a 7-year-old girl, a little sports hole shill. What else are you there for? Geldy, talking like a baby who needs a little training. Why can't you understand? You don't sound like a man. Remove the rubber bands that choke your scrotum. Geldy, your lucky management don't care. 'Cause Geldy, you don't belong there on the air. And Geldy, the sports can wait till your voice cracks. 'Cause anyone who sounds like that should find another job. And they should only take you back when both your BBs drop. Oh, Geldy, when you gonna grow up? You make us want to throw up. You silly squeaky fool. Go to broadcasting school. Your prepubescent voice makes you sound like a putz. You're a
What the hell happened to him? Tommy looks almost human now.
He shaved his tash.
He looks like a human being.
His tash and his teeth.
Hiding beneath all of that freaky crap before was like a human-looking guy. He looks pretty good for him.
Now if he would just pluck the middle part of his eyebrows out.
No, seriously, he looks pretty good for him. Well, congratulations. Welcome to the human race, coming from an old, ugly fart like me. How can you talk about the way... Because I can. That's what they pay me for, talk about whatever I want. So we got some exciting news about Geldy. You think the Joe Rose and Moe thing is a big news? Geldy had come to find out. We have spy reports has been making... I don't want to say that he's been having somebody there making air checks every day. You know, all these reports we had about him looking for another job and being out of town, and Pharrell was saying, well, he's out there in L.A. now. Come to find out that if you're listening, well, you don't listen to that show, but Beaner Boy does. If you listen in the morning, you notice when they come back from a break, usually it would be like the main host of the show, which would be Moe. Well, it's 7:35 on QAM, you assholes. You know, he would come back. But Geldy, you'll notice, comes back.
He's been driving?
He's been driving the show, because on the air checks, then it sounds like it's his show. So that's the reason that we're on the verge of a major blow-up here. What great timing. Nice going, Neil.
Oh.
Coming back just when this whole thing is about to blow up in everybody's ass. Oh, this is exciting. I might stay an extra week or two.
No.
I doubt it, though. I don't think so. I have to be a lot better than that. Have to be like Miguel starts putting out. But seriously, that's amazing, isn't it?
I had no idea.
He's making air checks every day, and he's driving the show coming back from the rejoins. So that it sounds like his show, like he's the main man, the head honcho, the big cheese, the squeaky wheel. Well, squeaky something. Good luck to you, Geldy. You deserve it, okay? Nobody deserves a fate having to be an underling to that thing. That creature. So that verifies it. That's the last piece of evidence. I don't want to say who told me that. I'll give you a clue. I don't want to say who told me that story. What?
That's a broad category in this.
Right, that's why I said it. I'm not going to tell you who told me that piece of gossip during the break, but I have a lot to catch up on, when you're away a little bit. Here's some bad news. Although, I guess it's good news for her. I hope it's voluntary. Joel at British Airways says, just thought I'd let you know that our mutual friend Helen from Air Canada is retiring after 32 years. Her last day will be June 28th. She works days now, doesn't get a chance to listen much, but I always tell her that you mentioned her on the air. We wish her all the best, and amen to that, Joel. She is a sweetheart. I love her. Helen and Aileen and all the nice people at Air Canada. Good luck, Helen. I love you, sweetheart. And she's one of those people. She gets around. She and her husband, they travel all over the place. They go skiing. They go all over the world. So hopefully she's not being squeezed out of there by Air Canada, although one can only guess because they're having a few problems, like their stock is about 75 cents. Now here's the facts. It says the Joe Rose thing is pretty hilarious, but my question is, what was Joe Rose talking about that flipped Moe's freaking wig? See, these people are coming in. A lot of people don't listen on the weekend. Maybe they were out of town. They don't hear the beginning of our show, which we're not too happy about now that we're back 10 to 2. I did see my billboard this morning. It still says 9 to 1, but that's okay. I'll take it. After 5 years of no publicity whatsoever, I'll take the billboard. Thank you. Even if it's got midnight till 3, I don't care. It's got that big ugly puss with my bulging eyes and my big fat pupik, and I'll take it. I didn't see Moe's billboard though, the one that was usually right on my ass. I wonder if that means anything.
I don't know.
So evidently the thing that flipped Joe Rose, put him off the edge is that Moe called in off the air because Joe was just mentioning, I'll say it for the last time, about the fact that you can see you can hear it, you can feel the tension, it's palpable on the air between Geldy and Moe in the morning show, okay? Now I don't know why I'm spending so much time on this because of the fact most of our people don't listen to that show anyway, but it's just good, it'll kill some good time, plus we're not getting any calls anyway.
They like it, they like the gossip.
Oh, they love the gossip, that's their number one favorite thing next to, movies. Next to that. And so evidently Moe got all bent out of shape, and he's got, this thing about calling in other shows, that just drives me nuts. That's light bulb radio. Well, Mr. Kane, yes, Mr. Kane. Well, Mr. Kane, you know, it's like that, what's that bit we've got, that ACN bit, that, minstrel thing?
Oh, premenstrual.
Premenstrual syndrome. I might have to play that. Well, Mr. Interrogator, you know, and that's what they used to do. That's calling each other's show on the air, getting into these contrived arguments, and, I mean, just crap. Fun for 90-year-olds. And that's what they used to do. Well, this was the same kind of thing. I guess Moe called me on this show and on that show and trying to straighten this one out, and there's no tension. Well, so evidently he called on the bat line and talked to whoever was producing Joe's show Saturday and wanted to get on the air to refute what Joe had just said. Well, Joe made a good point. The guy's got 3 hours of his own, Monday through Friday, real early in the morning, but nevertheless, somebody's awake at that hour.
I don't think he called with the intent of actually getting on the air, but rather just to talk to Joe to set him straight off the air.
I see.
Is the story I got.
In other words, to bitch him out off the air?
Right.
Like he did that last time with Pharrell?
Correct.
Which it turns out that is a true story? Even though he bitched somebody else out for spilling the beans about that? Somebody who was like...
He's always doing, like Joe says, he's always calling the station to say this or that to this one or that one.
Yeah, like the time that Geldy was doing the show when Moe was on vacation. See, if I'm on vacation, even though I can pot it up in my little studio in Toronto and hear it, I don't listen. I find better things to do, like pick my nose. But he's calling in, get the beast off the air, he's unprofessional, but, you know, I mean, he's not even in here. He's not even doing the show, and he's got, you know. Get yourself a life. I'll say it again. I know we got a lot of golfers out there. Good luck to you. That's all I can say. Good luck to you, because if you're playing a lot of golf, that means to me you have no life. There may be a few exceptions. Pharrell, I guess, is one of those who's an exception, okay? He's got a hot girlfriend. He's getting a lot of action. He's getting himself a big penthouse suite on the South Beach. He's going to be driving 2 or 3 Cadillacs before he'll be doing 6 to 10. He'll be making really serious big bucks. He'll have big numbers in there. What's not to like, right? See, I'm kind of... Do you have the original sheet? Because you never gave it back to me. The poll that they took, the QM sports nerd poll. You never gave that back to me. Here's the poll that we're doing with no success. In fact, maybe we'll just do a poll with 3 choices on. What do you think? Eric would like that. This is our real poll today. The other was just for fun, just to prove a point, which we did. What's the one place you've never been to that you must see before you croak? Prague, Cuba, New Zealand, or Montana. That's all we got so far. Because either they're not into this poll, or they just don't give a crap, or they're not in town, or they don't like us anymore. I don't know.
Carlos wants you to add Hawaii.
Oh! Okay, don't go to Oahu. It's beautiful, but it's too crowded. Go to the Big Island. Go to Maui. Go have a Wowie in Maui. But don't go to Oahu. Well, you're not going there anyway. What am I talking about? You couldn't afford to get 3 feet out of the ocean.
Give him 20 years.
I'll give him 10 to 20. Just for putting the Tom Jicka piece on our website yesterday, it gets 10 to 20. So they had only 256 votes on that QM thing the whole weekend. What's your favorite show on the station? Neil Rogers, 29.1%. Mad Dog, what's the point of giving percentages when you're dealing with such small... 74 votes for this show. Mad Dog, 49. Joe and Mark, 41. I think I was loaded. Pharrell had 40. Mo had 34, also loaded up. Hank had 10. And Eddie K had 6 votes out of 256. That's the way that turned out. And like I said, when you only got 3.9% of the sports nerds, keep in mind that wasn't that was on the sports nerd shows they were pumping that. We didn't even know anything about it. That was done behind our backs, obviously intentionally, because they know damn well that the result would have been a little bit different had they turned it around. But anyway, my point being that Mo did so, and even with him going on there this morning and hyping it, vote for the good guys, vote for the guys with honesty and decency. I guess they did, which means anybody but you, Mo. The more they hear him, the more they realize, huh? You, Mo?
Yes.
Oh, God. Maybe that explains his frustration. 26 past 11 at 5. I can see, I don't know, maybe he won't even take any calls all week. I don't know, I'm just wound up here. Not much action on the phone. Very depressing. Monday in the middle of summertime. Boy, you're going to have a rough time, mister. Going to be brutal. WQAM.
Deal.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that was a good one. I just want to find out why are you down on Amsterdam? I was thinking of going to Amsterdam.
Go away. No, I'm not going through that anymore, okay? Because it sucks, okay? It sucks. Don't go there. Save your money. I mean, can you tell me a good McDonald's in Vegas, Neil? Can you tell me a good restaurant in Toronto? Go away. How many times have I had that call? Just in the last couple of months since I came back from Amsterdam.
About 30, man.
I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more. It sucks. Don't go there. You don't need any details. It blows. Nobody else is going there. Why should you be the one? Everybody else in the world is wised up. They're not going there no more. It's a toilet. Let me say it again. Just if you want to know about Amsterdam, just think of one word. Detroit. That's all you need to think about. Once was a great place. Anybody want to go there?
No.
Even the people that live there don't want to go back there. Even the people racing at Hazel Park probably want to get out of there. Don't go to Amsterdam, please, sir. I beg you. 27 past 11 at 560 WQAM. I'll tell you a good place to go. Delights of West Boca. If you're on any kind of a low-carb diet, whether it's the Atkins or the Zone or any of these other ones, Delights of West Boca is the #1 low-carb store in the entire area. With over 900 low-carb, sugar-free products in stock, they introduce a new one every month, and this month no exception. Try their new low-carb instant cup of soup. Just add water, pop in a microwave, and you got yourself a good meal. A low-carb meal in a cup, 4 delicious flavors, or check out their new Sinfully low-carb muffins for a quick breakfast, or your own individual-sized cheesecake, and the list goes on and on with low-carb hot cocoa and apple cider, blondies and brownies. And don't forget Delight's incredible selection of low-carb pastas, sauces, dressings, chips, chocolates, and their famous Carbolite ice cream, too. Give them all a try. You can try anything in the store before you buy it. And Delights of West Boca's got all Atkins brands products on sale all day, every day, even on Sukkot. Stop by, talk to their staff who know the dieting inside and out. They're open every day 10 to 10. You'll find Delights on the northeast corner of Glades and 441 right next to Boston Market. Call them toll-free from any place, 1-877-LOW-CARB, or shop them on the web at lowcarb.com. Don't forget, Delights of West Boca is it. They're your official Atkins retail center.
Live and local. This is 560.
The radio's all yours now.
QAM.
I said I wanna be having something, don't want to be left with nothing. I said I wanna be having something, don't want to be left with nothing. It's hard to get over that I'm going under. I'm stuck in the middle, and my lawyer's called. Well, my spending days are over, buying up everything that I found. I don't wanna be in the streets, I think I'm having a breakdown. Someone please be trying, stop my fool from crying. No, I ain't just lying, saying bankruptcy is really something. I said I wanna be having something, don't want to be left with nothing. I said I wanna be having something, don't want to be left with nothing. It's hard to get over that I'm going under. I'm stuck in the middle, and my lawyer's called.
Okay, 11:32 at 560. What are you potchking with that thing there, huh?
Trying to get those pictures up.
Why?
The contest pictures.
Why, you have to do that here?
No, but he's missing one.
Who's missing one? Oh, I'm not getting involved. I thought 10 o'clock this morning we were closing the door on that thing, on our Hot Couples contest. Well, guess what? Surprise.
Here's one for you.
Oh, Oh, it's Swingin' Moe, man. Oh, we got to get that on there. What time did we get that on? Just when you thought that Squirrely Moe and Mozo the Clown had put you over the edge, just wait till you see Swingin' Moe. That is the best. He's not a square. He's a hipster. He's a swinger, man. Swingin' Moe. Woo! I guarantee there'll be a lot of people lined up to applaud, pat him on the hairy back on the way out the door. You know what? They'll swing the door right against his ass on the way out. Oh. Here's a fax that says, congratulations to Moe for successfully alienating everybody at WQAM. Oh! Nice going, man. Nobody's perfect, but in his case. Hank doesn't even mention Moe when he promos the lineup at the end of his show. He goes directly from Joe and Mark to Pharrell, like the show doesn't even exist. Does the show exist?
No.
Pharrell is the best lead-in you've had in years. I finally have something local to listen to in the mornings opposed to syndicated crap, and I'm not a sports fan by any stretch of the imagination, says this faxer. How do you like them apples, huh? 5670560. We got some votes on the survey, which is amazing, because I don't even know what the survey is. What's the one place you've never been to that you must see before you croak? New Zealand, 10. I have no interest whatsoever in going to New Zealand, George. None.
Well, I'm sure you don't want to go learn to do a haka.
No.
And hang out with the Maoris.
No hakas and no hookahs.
Get a face tattoo.
New Zealand 10, Cuba 4, Prague 3, Hawaii 3, which it shouldn't say Maui there. I think Beaner Boy probably talked Eric into putting that on there. It should just say Hawaii, which means any of the 5 islands, or, you know, or all, or mix and match.
Or that leper colony.
Montana's got 1. That guy that wants out of 22 votes. We'd have a lot of votes if we had some selections on here, places that the people want to go, but we don't. And you know what? We don't care. We got the Hurricane game. Hurricanes College World Series. It's a do or die, baby.
When's that, 1 o'clock?
11:35. Hurricanes and South Carolina, Southwest Missouri, some girls' school, Southwest Missouri State. Team that nobody ever heard of before. 2 o'clock from Omaha. Boy, they got good food out there. Good, beautiful people and beautiful food. Boy, you can't beat the meat in Omaha. You'd like to.
You've tried?
I'm serious, man. There are just beautiful Midwestern people there. Friendly. Clean cut. A lot of white folks.
Yeah.
Sounds
like Montana.
Sounds like my kind of place. But anyway, and then of course you got the great restaurants. Mr. C's. This is amazing. The last time I was on, let's say 82, I think was the last year. That's the year the Hurricanes, the first time they won a College World Series.
Oh!
I was there. 82, so that's 21 years ago, and I still remember a lot of those great restaurants. Mr. C's. All the restaurants began with a C. They must have been Hispanic. C?
C?
I don't know. But anyway, they were all great, each one better than the other ones. Big, juicy steaks. And they had the fried raviolis. Have you ever had those? Appetizer fried raviolis?
Oh, yeah.
God, are those good. But you got to go to Omaha to get that stuff. Here you get, you get what you get. What time is Jeff coming, by the way, with our free food?
He didn't say. Any time, any minute. Who knows?
Any moment. He may be. That door may swing open in a second. Might be Jeff Cohen from the Pizza Loft. Unless my psychic powers have worn off. Probably nothing will happen. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. The one place you've never been to that you must see before you croak. We're asking today. New Zealand's leading. Get that Maui off of there, Eric, you fat idiot. Hawaii, it's supposed to say. Maybe Eric's trying to relate to some of those, what do they call them? The big fat Hawaiians.
Oh, the Samoans?
Are they Samoans?
The Samoans are big and fat. I mean, the Hawaiians can get fat too, but the Samoans are famous for it.
And it's like baby fat. You know what I mean? Like 200 pounds of baby fat. Pudgy,
evenly
nasty.
distributed.
Woo! Cuba 4, Prague 3, and Montana 3.
Jeff in 15.
And 1 for Montana. Told you. So we might get some suggestions for the poll, and if not, we'll still probably get better than 256 votes. Pretty embarrassing there, Josh. Pretty weak. WQAM.
Yeah, Neil, I'd like to go to Tahiti.
Tahiti sounds exciting. Sounds exotic.
Yep, that's where I'd like to go, sir. Welcome back.
Thank you so much. Okay, and if you have any doubts, we'd have George Screen if calls, but he'd probably tell you where to go.
Go to Miami.
I wouldn't advise it. Don't go to this place, okay? No matter what the hell you have in mind.
Go to hell.
Yeah, go there first. It won't be nearly as hot as it is here. And steamy. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT. There's something, I don't know, it's getting used to this, the ambiance in this room, in this building. Maybe because Scran was in here before. I think it lingers, you know. WQAM.
Yeah, hey, you're talking to Neil?
Yes, sir, speaking.
Hey, Neil, how are you?
Good.
Good. Welcome back.
Thank you.
at least you'll be able to get your finger back on the pulse of things.
Yeah, I took the pulse and I couldn't find one.
Oh, okay.
I stuck my finger on it and all I got was like the tip of the beast's nose.
Okay. Anyway, I've been to Italy once, but I'd love to go back there. With some nice scenery, and sure, some of the people are crazy, but I enjoyed the heck out of it. And there's one place I'd like to go
Where
back.
did you go?
Well, I went to Rome. I went to Palermo. I spent a week there. It was pretty nice.
Well, how did you like Sicily?
Sicily was very pretty, very nice. People were okay, but drivers are all nuts. You know, you're like four cars in a row in a 2-lane road, so you got to drive like them or you never make it.
So I'll just put Italy, not any specific place.
No, Italy's fine.
You really shouldn't. Have you been in Florence?
No, I have not.
Please,
no.
please, you'd love Florence.
All right, I'll do that.
Beautiful place. Just keep your wallet in your pocket, though, you know. Everything's very overpriced. It's a tourist trap, but it's a beautiful place. Have a good time, Pally.
You too, Neil.
See ya.
Bye.
Okay, there's an Italy guy. Huh? What's wrong with that? Everybody wants to go to Italy. Anybody don't want to go to Italy, as far as I'm concerned, comunista. Right?
I want to go. Right now.
Everybody I know would love to go to Italy. Let's get on our Vespas and go to Rome. Yeah, I can just see you tooling around Rome. You'd love it.
No,
yes.
never happened. I would
in
not.
fact, you'd probably, the first place you'd go would be the Vatican. Is it getting warm in here?
I turned it down, like, first thing this morning.
What do you mean by that?
Like, it was warm when I came in.
Ah, hot. $72, man, too hot. But then again, when you come to South Florida, you're supposed to schwitz your brains off. Maybe you'll sweat off a couple of pounds, Fatso. What do you say?
No.
I'll pass. El Paso. I wish that I could eat like Pharrell, man. I wish I could eat like that and stay. He's got to weigh about 80
You don't
pounds.
know. Maybe he eats one meal a day like that.
He ate 3 meals while I sat here and watched him. What are you talking about?
Maybe that was his quota for the week.
He was shoveling it down. See, I love you, Pharrell, but don't be a pussy. Don't be intimidated by these people. They talk a good game, and they'll intimidate anybody who will listen to their crap. The only reason that we got ants in this building and other insects, what do you give me a look?
The phone's screwing up.
What do you mean by that?
Like it won't go off of speakerphone.
All right. Welcome back, Neil. Welcome back to QAM. Where, well, I did see our new engineer here this morning. Jim, pardon me for wearing this stupid thing, Yeltsin. Yeah, he does look ridiculous with that ponytail. Well, I'm a little bit distracted, folks, because I'm trying to figure out what he's doing in there. It's squealing over there. Don't call anybody. Tell Eric, don't call us, we'll call you.
This is our good friend Randy Maltash from the Ticket Defense Team.
Oh, like I said, we need to call Randy Maltash, and you weren't able to speak to him?
Well, we were all able to speak to him.
Oh. Hey, how you doing, Randy? You can probably hear me through the window. What a place. What a freaking place. It's pretty sad commentary with my little studio in Toronto. Sure as hell beats this one by a mile, by a country mile. That means I need to be going back real soon. 20 till noon at 560. We got the Hurricane baseball game from the College World Series at 2, man. I'm telling you, Omaha's a place you'd like to go.
I would definitely like to go.
You would. The food is great. The people are beautiful and friendly. There's a pretty decent nightlife there. There's like a lot of hookers out there, and, at least there used to be anyway. Probably now since we got this new right-wing regime. The hookers are still out there, but Ashcroft covered them all up with, like, doilies with stuff, you know? Yeah, he covered them up with, like, schmatas. 19 till noon. What am I doing back here? This was a bad mistake, you know? Everything since I've walked through that door has just been one nightmare after another.
And you know what? I think you have a better microphone up there.
Is this not sounding good?
No, it sounds good, but just, when you have something to compare it to,
yeah,
that one sounds better.
Well, I have a better everything up there. I have a better mic. I have a better equipment. I got a better studio. I have a better time. I have a better life.
It sounds muddier.
It sounds muddy in here? Maybe that's because they muddied yours up so you don't sound so swishy on the air. That might be it.
Didn't help.
No, it doesn't. But when you do the Pharrell voice. Oh, I think that's the cat's meow, man. George does Pharrell all summer long, and the voice too. The Neil Deals keep on rolling out from Tom Lehman and Joe Prieto, our good friends at Hewlett Pontiac GMC. Here's Neil Deal number 1 going on right now, and you know what it is? It's this corporate disease in here again. You don't hear me coughing and choking in Toronto, even with all that SARS running around. I don't do that, but here, it's in this room again. And like I started to say, if they weren't so cheap and they got an exterminator in here, if they got our good buddy Steve from ATM Alternative ATM, They'd get all the bugs out of here, and they wouldn't have to be bitching, Pharrell, there's no food in the studio, no food on the table. It's a bunch of bullcrap, Greg. Stop trying to browbeat people, okay? These are adults, not a bunch of your sports children.
That's why he was speed eating.
He comes in here, and it's really something to watch. He's speed eating because they won't let him eat in his studio, so he comes in here to Neil's Kitchen and Drugs and does both. Pops a couple of pills, stuffs a bagel in the corner of his puss.
Didn't they often have diners and drugstores? I mean, I guess there's one in town left.
Absolutely. Right? Anyway, at Howlett, I was starting to tell you about the great Neil deals right now. Neil deal number 1, get 0% financing for 60 months on every 2003 Pontiac or GMC in stock. Neil deal number 2, get up to a $4,000 rebate on every 2003 GMC and Pontiac in stock. Attention current and former military personnel, get an additional $750 rebate from your friends at Howlett. Neil deal number 3, lease the new 2004 Grand Prix GT1 for as little as $289 a month. This is a 36-month lease. See dealer for details. And now at Howlett, you can test drive any vehicle on the lot for 24 hours. That's right. Take it to home, take it to work, take it, stick it anywhere you like. And of course, Howlett has always got a great selection of dependable pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Credit, they're not as picky as most car dealers. They'll get you into a car some way, somehow. Howlett Pontiac GMC, they're at 13401 South Dixie Highway. They're stupendous folks to do business with. They're right there on US 1 across from the falls, and they're open every day, 7 days a week. For more info on these Neil deals, call the hotline toll-free at 1-888-534-4211. That's 1-888-534-4211. Don't forget all Neil deals. Subject to credit approval. See dealer for details. Howlett Pontiac GMC, they are, make no mistake about it, professional grade.
We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
He's got a big heart on.
If you like Monster Garage and Junkyard Wars, you'll go ape for the new show on Animal Planet, Monkey Garage. The show that puts dangerous power tools in the hands of angry primates. This week, Bobo and his team of master monkey mechanics have only 5 days to turn a Geo Metro into a ground-pounding, wheelie-popping space shuttle. Watch the feces fly on Monkey Garage. Wednesday night at 9, 8 Central, Park Zoo.
So the deal with the monkeypox is some asshole had a Gambian rat as a pet. And a Gambian rat bit one of those poor little nice prairie dogs and gave it monkeypox. And then the prairie dogs started like hanging around with people who buy them as pets, and they started passing along the monkeypox. Here you go, here's some for you too. No, so you're right, it was the Gambian rat after all. And why would you want a Gambian rat? They showed it on TV this morning on the news. It's a rat. It's a big asshole rat.
Big ass rat?
It's the kind of thing you want to kill, not bring home as a pet.
I'd rather have a capybara myself.
Oh my God. Big Arnie needs some help. He says, my place to be would, see, I thought that was a pretty simple question, but I always think that, and I'm always wrong.
No, yeah.
My place to see would be Fenway Park in Boston when the Yankees were playing, and the Yankees would beat the crap out of the Red Sox. Well, that's nice, Big Arnie, but it's got absolutely nothing to do with what we're talking about. The poll today is about like a city, about a state even, about a country, a place, not a ballpark, not an event. Does he get it?
No.
No, it's pretty straightforward. New Zealand's winning hands down, but Hawaii's catching up, now that he took Maui off of there. I guess Eric's probably never been to Hawaii.
How do you know?
I don't think he's been there. Ask him next time you talk to him in a couple of minutes, in 10 seconds. New Zealand 25, the one place you've never been to that you must see before you croak, before they stick your ass in a box. 78 votes. Not too many because we don't have enough places on here. New Zealand 25, Hawaii 19, Cuba 9. You don't want to, either one of you, probably the two of you can get a hell of a package deal.
Been there, done that.
No, you haven't. Not as an adult.
No.
You could go to Toronto, and of course we wouldn't let you out of the airport because you might have something contagious. But then you could fly right from there to Havana.
How depressing.
Oh. Cuba 9, and maybe you could take a side trip to, what's the town where Elion lives?
I forgot.
Oh, come on. Oh. If there's anything worse than a spick, it's a useless spick, you know? What's the town where he lives?
I'm not going to say that word.
What is it? Oh, it's some filthy word?
It sounds filthy. Camel hump? What?
They don't live in Camel Hump. Don't pay any attention to him. What are we going to do with him?
I dumped the bitch right now.
New Zealand 25, Hawaii 22, Cuba 9, Prague 8. That's where I want to go. That's my vote. Boy, it's bad in this room.
I think it's the SARS. You're now succumbing to it.
No, seriously, it's the corporate disease in this room. Every time I come in here, I start coughing and gagging and choking and puking. Maybe it's the ambiance. Italy 8, Montana 7, and Tahiti 4 out of 84 votes. Italy 8. Italy will do well. Here's a good fact. So I like this fact. Yeah, there's something in the air in here. Oh, my God. You're laughing. I'm serious. There is something in here. We need to get an exterminator right now. In fact, Moe, maybe he left me the poison gas. Maybe that's what that was. Maybe he was hiding it in his pants. Maybe he squeezed it out of his bag this morning. The poison gas. Because I can smell it. So isn't that something about Geldy doing air checks every day and then do it? Even this morning I'm coming to work and I hear they come back from the 7:30 break and he comes back and I'm thinking, it's a little bit unusual. You never do that. Whoever the lead guy on the show is, he drives the show. He comes back out of the rejoins after the break and he's the one that says 7:35, whatever. And for the last week or two, Geldy has been doing that every day. So very obviously he is sniffing around. He's looking desperately. If there's any openings, he even said this morning, if there's any openings at Publix or Walmart, he'll take it. So I guess it's not a very well-kept secret, so that makes it See, the thing about Moe is he always denies the obvious. Today is Monday. Well, no, I'll have you know it's, he always denies the obvious. If you're going to lie about something that nobody really knows the answer to. Right?
That would be a good place to start.
Yeah, like I think he's about 66. Well, I'll have you know I'm not 60. Your age, we don't know your age yet. When is that swinging? Oh, there's Jeff Cohen. There's an old cocker, an old Jew. Just came in with our food. Don't breathe too heavy in here because there's something bad in
SARS.
the air. I think they planted something in the room and then they're going to blame me for bringing SARS back.
Monkey SARS.
We aren't exporting SARS, okay? It's all in the hospitals up there. The coast is clear. It says, I used to think the most pathetic callers to your show were the ones that hung on the phone for hours just to insult you or George or say something stupid. But the truly pathetic ones are the ones who apparently can pick their own nose without calling you to find out how you pick your nose. In other words, Neil, how do you attack the buffet? Or Neil, tell me what to do in Vegas. Or Neil, why do you like Amsterdam? Or Neil, why don't you like Amsterdam? Or Neil, I was thinking of having a life. Can you tell me what to do? I can't stand those callers, says this faxer. And guess what? Oh, what a coincidence. And we have the great misfortune of having them live in South Florida. Why on earth did you come back from Toronto? If you like to sweat, I'm sure there are steam baths in Toronto. Well, speaking of the baths.
Gay baths?
A couple of days ago, I saw a very interesting show on one of those Discovery channels. And it was about Pompeii. You want to go to Pompeii?
Yeah, actually, I do.
At least there won't be any big crowds. And they showed the ancient, well, actually, I don't know how they got over to the Colosseum. They showed something about the Colosseum. And about the baths that they had underneath the Colosseum. And I was thinking, oh, my God, can you imagine what those Romans, what was going on in there? Make Father O'Toole jealous, make him believe that he was born in the wrong era.
Scrubbing, a lot of lather.
A lot of lathered up Romans. Make no mistake about it. Oh, brother. What did that have to do with Pompeii? I'm not really sure, but it was on the same show.
I'm sure they had it going on there, too.
Oh, maybe it wasn't really the volcano after all. Maybe it was some other kind of eruption.
Squirt. That blew.
A big Italian eruption. Speaking of Italian, here's Jeff Cohen from the Pizza Loft with our food, with my lunch. Thank you so much. Nice to see you. Good. Oh, Jesus, if you would have just spilled that would have been a disaster. And he dropped my fork on the floor. You're an idiot. My God. But you do look a lot better without that. You look good, as a matter of fact. You look almost human now. He's cleaning up his act. People used to start vomiting when they'd walk in. They knew the food was great, but they'd see him and then they'd see how about, let me see your fingernails. I am so proud of this man. You know what?
Clear.
I don't care if he's painting his fingernails. He's trying to keep that image up. He wants to get both sides of the fence in more ways than one. Is that what it is? Don't sit down there, by the way, because I'm not going to open the mic, because you'll say something filthy on the air again. We're not putting anybody on the air anymore, even though George keeps inviting people in that I don't want here. Well,
who?
I'm not, because you're not paying any attention.
Who am I inviting in here that you don't want in here?
Anybody that you invite in here. There's always somebody I don't want. When I do want somebody in here, it's lost cause. What are we going to do about George?
I dump the bitch right now.
5670560, pound 560. So how's business, Jeff? How's things in Plantation?
Very good.
That's the big question.
Very good.
Yeah?
Staying steady, picking up a little
Are you serious now?
Doing very good. It just takes time because it's such a bad...
Takes time to build up. Like I told you, it's a bad location because nobody can see it from the street. I'm talking with my mouth full. Good sausage here, man. Great Italian sausage, a little bit of light sauce, some heavy cheese. This is what I need to clean that damn disease out of my throat. Whatever's in this room. So I guess you must have heard about the Joe Rose Moe conflict.
No, I did not.
Didn't hear about it, huh? Well, we'll be playing that again in a few minutes.
Okay.
Evidently, Geldy is getting ready to bail out on that morning show now that they shoved it back in the middle of the night. Geldy's making a lot of air checks, looking to get the hell out of here while the getting's good. Can't stand Mo No Mo, which you can hear on the air. And so now, evidently, Joe was talking about that Saturday, Joe Rose being the good guy that we all love, the former Dolphin, number 80.
Joe's great.
Joe is great. See, even Jeff Cohen likes... See, if we had to take sides, I don't want to start to push anybody in a direction against Mo. But Jeff just said, didn't you hear him say it? He said if he had to choose sides, he'd take Joe Rose any day. Joe Rose is awesome. See, there you go. I rest my case.
Oh!
See, if you're gonna take issue with people like the Beast, with the underlings, nobody cares about that, you know? If you want to start picking on Robert Grieper or poor Fat Sack, nobody really is going to go to bat for them. But when you're dealing with the big time, you know, when you're dealing with like and Joe Rose and the Humper, well, then you're treading on some real fat ground. You know what I'm talking about? And like Pharrell. Like that thing about, don't you ever give my address on the air, don't you ever, you know. And then he denied it. Why do people lie like crazy? See, and of course, those are the people who always pull their stuff behind the scenes.
Sure.
See, with us, we come on here, we lay it right out there for you. I don't hold any of it back. If I don't like somebody, I'll tell you. If I like somebody, I'll let you know. Like Jeff Cohen, he's a good guy, okay? He can be a little bit of a pain in the ass, but he's a good guy. Great food. Oh, by the way, don't give any free food to what's-his-name anymore. No, seriously. I want to ask you a question. This is the honest... No, I don't speak to him anymore. I don't want nothing to do with him.
I like that.
I don't care. I don't want you giving them no more free food based on me.
That's free food.
Good. Start charging... Oh, look at that. I just munged all over. Regular price plus 50% to make up... Yeah. So instead of a 50% price for him, give 150%.
This is what Canada
You're not listening to me. I opened your mic up even though I got to do a break here. I don't want any more free... What is that? Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
That's pretty funny.
That's cute. Oh, look at the package I'm sporting there, huh? Oh, man, I really wish. Woo! Holy cow. What is this? What is in this envelope? Is this yours?
Troy handed that in here.
Well, what the hell is this? I just got through doing the spot. He hands me the new Delights stuff, and I just got through doing the spot. This Troy Stratford, man, he's just the same as he always was. He's a good guy, but there's two problems with Troy, okay? You know what they are?
He's bald, he's stupid!
That's it. But I like Troy. He's a good guy. You know Troy Stratford?
Yes, very nice guy. Don't they have bigger print than that? How you supposed
No.
to read that?
With a magnifying glass, you know? This is what they give me for copying this jerk of a place. See, Jeff, even Jeff is telling you now what a joke it is. Can I do the spot and then we'll talk about you're not giving any free food at the Rumors anymore? If you want, I'll even tell the story on here again. About that Toronto experience where he drove me about 75 miles. We could have been to Rochester by the time he got through driving, to a deli the size of this room. Where the food was from hunger. And the ambience was from hunger. And then finally when a check came, he passed it over to me just like he was passing down a bingo card at a bingo game. Just passed it right on down the line. And then had all kinds of good plans of me taking his whole family and even strangers, his son's girlfriend, which I don't even know who the hell she is, to Ruth Chris. Yeah. This is a way some people go through life, is on somebody else's tab. That's the way we'll come back in a second. Do the break, and then you can rip your friend Rimmer. No, but the idea that because somebody is my friend, you should feed them for free is bad. Anybody I know, charge them extra. 2 minutes till noon. No, seriously, you're in business to make a living, not to, entertain my... I'm not doing that Steve King crap, Mr. Ego. Oh, well, I'm a friend of Neil. Good, well, it's double. Whatever the price is on the menu, triple right now. I'll tell you a great place, Dial a Mattress. And a lot of people ask me, do you sleep on a mattress from Dial a Mattress? And the answer is yes. In fact, last night I had a great night's sleep on my astonishing mattress from Dial a Mattress right here in my home in beautiful Plantation Acres. They're number one in customer satisfaction at Dial a Mattress. Just one easy call, which I've been doing for years, to 1-800-MATTRESS, and you won't believe how simple it is to pick out the perfect bed for you, depending on how you sleep. Upside down, sideways, inside out. The expert bedding consultants guide you through the whole process. They couldn't possibly be more helpful. A lot of times you go to a showroom, and they're not really interested in you. They just want to dump whatever they can get rid of. They start steering you toward the house brand, or a discontinued set, or a mismatch, or something nobody would want. But at Dial a Mattress, no crap, no off-brands. They have only the best. Serta, Sealy, Simmons, Tempur-Pedic mattresses. No sales gimmicks and no false promises either. And at Dyna Mattress, they got all the high-end beds, too, like Sealy's Crown Jewel and the top models from every brand, all at unbeatable everyday low prices, too. Believe me, do yourself and your back a big favor. Call and order your new mattress the easy way with one quick call, 1-800-MATTRESS, M-A-T-T-R-E-S. Be sure to ask about the comfort exchange policy, too. If you're not completely satisfied, they'll exchange it for you with no questions asked. Plus, you get free setup, free removal, and you get to choose the date and time for delivery that fits your schedule. Nobody in the universe gives you service like this. Make that one easy call right now. You'll be sleeping like a baby tonight. Dial a mattress at 1-800-MATTRESS, 1-800-MATTRES.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560 QAM.
This is Steve Goldstein, but you can call me Geldy. Whenever I'm in town, I listen to... Wait a minute, I am in town. It's the 12 to 1 hour. Dot!
Hi, sweetie. Give me a hug.
Do you suffer from occasional stress? Now there's relief with Relaxerin. Just one Relaxerin a day, and your world is at ease. Relaxerin. Gentle, natural. Use only as directed. Warning, daily use of Relaxerin may cause bleeding ulcers, lesions, osteoporosis and leprosy, cataracts, blindness, gastrointestinal bleeding, explosive vomiting, severe diarrhea and headaches, loss of hair, burning skin, hepatitis, loud ringing in ears leading to deafness, bone disintegration, pussy boils and warts, face disfiguration, blindness, insomnia, sudden loss of limbs, psychosis, paranoia, voices in head, sensation of bugs crawling on skin, loss of appetite, loss of breath, choking, and possible death. So, for occasional daily stress to get you feeling back to yourself again, you can feel confident with Relaxerin.
No, I don't. It's 12:04. Jeff's invited me to come by and eat for free, and I won't. How much you going to feed me in 1 week? No, can I pay triple?
Yeah.
Anyway, how would you like? Maybe I'll take like 10 people I don't know to the Ruth Chris instead, and I'll pay for it.
Can I go?
No, I know you. I know them. I'm not taking them. I know them. No, seriously, what is the logic? Don't try to change the subject because you're sucking around with Rimmer. What is he? You didn't even know who he was. Am I right? I want you to tell the truth. Don't be like Moe and start telling tales on here.
No,
this is the honest show, even when it hurts.
I didn't know who he was. In fact, when I saw him on TV calling the game, I called him up and said I had no idea how professional you were because he did such a great job on the call.
Oh.
Now, that has nothing to do with what you're talking about.
No.
But I've never had an issue. And
I'm not going to knock his work because
he's never eaten for free.
You know.
And even when he gets a discount, he always says, no, it's not necessary and everything. No, I'm not. I haven't gone out to dinner with you and him, so I don't know what you're talking about. Plus, his wife is hot.
His wife is a wonderful person,
worth a
okay?
discount just to get
his
to see
wife
Farrell.
is great.
If it's free, it's me.
Yeah.
So
that's his motto.
But if it's free, it's me.
I'm going to tell you a great place to have an inexpensive steak near your house.
By the way, Jeff Cohen says everybody who listens to the show is Jewish.
I didn't say everybody.
You said most of... He just got
your
bigger
percentage.
You said most of the people listening to the show are Jews.
Based on the customers that I see come in.
Maybe the Goyim don't like you. I don't know. Maybe that could be it.
Could be it.
Maybe they see it's
I
a
like
place...
it.
Huh? Yeah, you like him because he gives you free food, and it is
What's the
delicious.
point?
By the way, the sausage today is sensational.
Good.
This
So do you want to
sausage
hear
is almost as good as what I get in Toronto. I beg your pardon?
Besides the Pizza Loft and Plantation on Nob Hill and Sunrise Boulevard, did you want to hear a good place near your house to get a steak?
Yeah.
The original steakhouse, Snellenberger's. Have you been in there?
No. Howard Smellyburger?
$18.
Is there really a place called Schmellenberger's?
He's involved in it. Yeah, it's called Snellenberger's Original Steakhouse.
He and I had an episode years ago.
Really? Well, 18.
When I was doing UM baseball.
That's years ago.
Years ago.
Right.
And he was the coach, football coach. And they had the U of M Old Timers game, where the old time Randy Guerra, all the guys who used to play for the Hurricanes a few years before, came and played the regular team, an exhibition game.
Right, I remember those. That's a long time.
It was on a Saturday. And what do they do? So they have what do they call the spring scrimmage game? The Hurricane game? Whatever they call it.
I think it's called spring scrimmage.
Well, I mean, like in Michigan State, it's a green and white game. Whatever, like that.
Right.
So they scheduled at the same time. And so needless to say, our attendance at the baseball game was a fraction of what it should have been, and usually was, because in those days, Ron Fraser was there, we had gigantic crowds. And it was not good. And so I went on the air on my show on Monday, and I was ripping them, maybe it was during the broadcast. I think we broadcasted the game. We did all the UM baseball games. And I ripped them an ass. So I said, this is not an intelligent thing to be doing, is competing with yourself for fan support. So Monday afternoon, I'm at home. The phone rings. I pick up the phone. Mr. Rogers? Yeah. This is Howard Schnellenberger. Yeah.
And?
Do you have a problem with us?
Yeah. True story. I said yes. And I told him what it was. And, well, in the future, I'd appreciate if you'd pass that talk with me direct instead of saying these things on the air. And that was the end of that. That's the only encounter I've ever had with Howard Schmellenberger.
I've never met him. Seen him, but never met him.
He's a hard ass.
So anyway, for 8...
I mean, he might be a great guy, but he's a hard ass.
Right.
He smokes a pipe, and anybody that clenches a pipe real tight in their teeth, they're uptight. You know what I mean?
I haven't seen pipe smokers for years. I'm surprised they still exist. The big boy yesterday.
Oh, my God, I can't believe he just said that. Oh, for example, I guess you don't hang out with Moe.
Jorge fills in for the pipe smoker this morning at 9 o'clock.
Okay, well, didn't know.
So you wouldn't even know what he meant by that, would you?
Nope.
Jorge fills in for the pipe smoker this morning at 9 o'clock.
That's just Moe's way of being a fuddy-duddy old homophobic fart. You don't even get it. You don't even understand it.
Oh, now it's...
now it's starting to fit in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now what were you saying about Schmelly Burgers?
I'm just telling you, for $18, it's something right around there. You get a nice big filet mignon. Every time I've had it, it's cooked right the first try, which to me is important. Comes with vegetables, salad, a potato, whatever it is, and it's awesome. And so I'm spoiled now because
where is it?
On Cleary and Nob Hill.
Really?
Cleary and Nob Hill, yeah.
There's a real restaurant at Nob Hill and Cleary?
Yeah, it's a sports bar-ish kind of place. But they have regular...
They don't give you the menu on a football, do they?
No. They have regular tables away from the bar, completely separate.
Are you talking to that thing because you're like off mic? You gotta put your mouth right on it.
Okay.
Although Hank's had his mouth on that too, so.
I've been working
but I guess you and
much.
Hank probably got similar taste.
Yeah, maybe. Quite possibly. Yeah, we could probably get in trouble together.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I don't want to go out and spend $35 for a steak that I could get there for $18.
With all the money that you're making,
good.
A guy like you that's making big bucks, that's got a $600,000 house.
No, you're talking years ago, dude.
Before you got divorced and taken to the cleaners. Yeah.
Right, there you go. I'm just your average Joe trying to raise a family. When you got kids in school and all the bills going on and taxes and everything that's going on here, there's nobody with a lot of money anymore.
This fact from your friend the rabbi, George, this is ridiculous. She wants to go to Africa. Good, we'll pack you a salami sandwich, okay? We'll pack you a Gambian rat, a kosher one. Here's the facts about that. After the break, in fact, I think we're going to prove a point to Jeff that most of our listeners are Goyim. We'll prove it to you in a minute. The giant Gambian rat is a marsupial that looks like a rat. They used to be in the remake of Ben or Willard or whatever. Oh, they used Gambian rats in those movies. Remember Willard? You ever see that in Ben?
Willard and Ben and the remake.
Michael Jackson. That's when I think Michael started going off just a little bit. Started getting too close to them little furry things. And I think he started going off the deep end right at that point. Anyway, let me do a break. What am I doing here? Oh, first, you don't want to talk about this. Because it's Todd Dreck's account. We all know about Todd Dreck, don't we? 10 minutes past noon at 560 WQAM. Don't forget, we got the Hurricanes and a girls team, Southwest Missouri State, coming up at 2 o'clock from Omaha. It's do or die. If by some bad stroke of luck they lose today, they come home with their tail like a marsupial rat right between their legs. Be really embarrassing and bad news. You did notice, by the way, that the Hurricanes lost 13-2 and the Marlins on the same night lost to Texas 13-2. Do you notice that?
Shocked and unhappy.
Isn't that, but forgetting about unhappy and shocked, but isn't that one of the most bizarre coincidences?
Yeah.
How low can they go, folks? Now the financial... First of all, he doesn't know from a pipe smoker. Right now he's your enthusiasm is just... You know something? He fits in perfect in this town. I come back here. I've been away for 2 months. I think, the phone is going to ring off the hook. It's going to be exciting. We had a big blow-up with Joe Rose and Moe over the weekend. And I might as well be talking into this tin thing here. The lunch is great, though, by the way. Here's my question again. How low can those interest rates go? Now Financial Group does the limbo rock under the lowest finance rate you've ever heard of. How low? 1.95%. That's true. Now you can refinance your home or buy a new home and get a super low 1.95% financing with Financial Group. Call them toll free and find out how this works. Call 1-800-940-LEND. That's 1-800-940-LEND. If you're even thinking about refinancing or buying real estate, call Financial Group 1-800-940-LEND. And you talk about savings. If you have a $100,000 loan, your payments are only $368 a month. If you have a $200,000 loan, you pay only $736 a month. So call Financial Group. If you're looking for 1.95%, interest rates are at all-time lows, and now's the time to make that call. 1.95% from Financial Group. 1-800-940-LEND. That's 1-800-940-LEND. They're an equal housing lender. Credit restrictions apply and rates subject to change monthly. 5.19 APR.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Hi, this is Hillary Clinton. I hope when you run out to buy my book, you won't be too shocked to discover I have a fat swinging under my skirt. But you can't blame Bill, he's certainly not gay. I just had the credentials every politician needs to be a wife of convenience, and it's pretty much ended with that. Bill is such a horn dog, he probably would have never noticed I had man legs anyway. And Chelsea? Well, if you buy my book, you can read all about the affair I had with Sandra Bernhardt and our love child. Now, I wasn't born a Democrat. I switched parties after looking in the mirror and seeing the body of Tip O'Neill. So buy my book now, 'cause I can never have enough. If you order a copy today, I will personally autograph the all-nude scratch and sniff foldout. We should...
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Are you on drugs? They're in drugs in the other room. Time for a raid. No, I said you were going to change the poll because I want to, Jeff made a comment to me that most of the people that come in from this show to eat in his fine establishments are Jewish. He said, most of your audience is Jewish. I said, no, they're not. How many times have we done those religious polls?
About 30.
Yeah, well, we're going to do one more time.
10% or so it comes out to,
Yeah,
right?
It's always about 10%, which is more than the general population, but it's certainly not what a lot of people think. Just because it's a Jew radio station, we got Moe and Geldy. Pharrell is like the token goy. You got Hank. You got me. You got Eddie K. Huh?
All the stringers. Beast, Josh.
Jim Mandich. Joe Rose. Right?
Right.
Carlos Sanchez Beaner Boy. All Jewish boys.
Sanchberg.
Josh, what's his name?
Cordes?
He's
a goy.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
I checked. He's Jewish.
Honorary?
So what? We're going to change the poll. Let me give you the results of this one. It just didn't make it. It just didn't go over. Plus, we're busy here talking anyway. 185 votes. What's the place you've never been to that you must see before you croak? I thought that's a pretty interesting question. Huh? Vietnam? Why do you want to see that? Oh, it has something to do with sex again. Is that all you know?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. All this man knows is getting laid. That's the only thing he knows, which is why he's our kind of guy. But even so, what does Vietnam have? I don't want to hear about it. I know it's going to be a bad question and an even worse answer. Yeah, he's saying, yeah, you're right. No, I know him, okay, from a long time, this man. Hawaii 43. And believe me, Hawaii is beautiful. You ever been there?
Nope.
Breathtaking. And, people say, well, you live in Florida. Why would you want to go to the beaches?
I was just going to ask you if that was
it's so silly. It's so ridiculous. The beaches there are so clean. And the water in the Pacific Ocean is not only much warmer, but it's so clear you could see almost to the bottom. It's just unbelievable.
Even different than the Bahamas?
I would go to the Bahamas if you paid me by the
but
second.
The beaches in the ocean?
I never been to the beaches, okay? I saw plenty of bitches, but I was never at the beaches in the Bahamas. That place is the biggest ripoff, the biggest scam. This is one of the biggest things that's wrong with South Florida is the Bahamas. If they would just take the whole Bahamas and sink it, like Atlantis. No, seriously, am I right? Look, then we'd have to get casino gambling, and Mickey Arison couldn't keep hopping up all the gamblers on his damn phony baloney cruise ships, where everybody keeps dying all the time. We wouldn't have to worry about that. And then this place could go somewhere. Oh, no, the Bahamas, they treat you like crap. The Royal Bahamian Hotel in Nassau, this is years ago. In fact, it's so many years ago, it was back on W Snooze. Before even you were a sponsor. Before
you looked like that picture.
When I looked like a cow, right. Like which picture? The one with the big penis? I never had a big penis, okay? I'm sorry.
I didn't look there. I was looking at the
I did.
trim part.
I was very jealous. Anyway, when are we going to get that Moe picture on there, the new one?
Well, we're working on the contest at this point.
Oh, we're working on the hot couples contest, but I think he might qualify. Just all by himself. So anyway, the Royal Bahamian Hotel, it's in the middle of the summertime. It's 145 degrees in the shade. And forget about the fact that on the cruise ship, on the trip over there, the ship is heaving and we're heaving and just everybody is puking their guts out and seasick. And we finally get there. The cab ride from the hotel to the casino was like from about here to the wall back there. $30, right. That's right. How much for the cob, man? Oh, where are you going? Oh, about right over there, you said?
About 30, man.
Yeah, wherever the hell it is. How about 2 more blocks?
About 30, man.
And then we, in the hotel, everything was like wet dog. You know what I mean by wet dog? No, seriously, like wet Gambian rat.
Yeah,
mildewed. Like my apartment in Amsterdam. Oh, Neil, how come you don't want to go back there? Because it sucks. Because it's oldie and moldy. Old and moldy, okay? By the way, you got a good friend that can't go back to Amsterdam. Do you know that he slept at a homeless shelter 2 nights? I don't want to say the name on the air. No. Wrong fat guy. I don't want to say his name on the air.
Jew.
I don't want that. I don't want him on the air. We got enough problems with him already.
I know.
Just got massive problems. You know, sometimes in life you push things a little bit too far. You know what I mean? One thing to push to stand up for what you believe in, to make a point, but as you become older, hopefully you learn from your mistakes, but sometimes as you become older you get a little bit like you're pointing with your finger, making round, crazy motions for me. Now, what did that have to do with so anyway, the walls and the carpeting are soaked from the humidity because there's no real air conditioning in these hotels. Now, this granted was years ago, but even so, when you have an experience like that, you're not going back. You're not going back. And the sheets, you get into bed at night and the sheets are soaked. It's like you just took the sheets out of the washing machine. Soaked. And you haven't even done anything on them yet. And they're already wet. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I'm sorry. So what were we saying before the Bahamas? You said about going, so we're going to change the pool. Here's the result. Hawaii 45, New Zealand 43, Italy 35, Cuba 25, you'll be sorry, Tahiti 24, Montana 13, Prague 13, that's what I voted for, I want to go to Prague, and Omaha 1. That's a good choice out of 200 votes. That's not a bad choice. Let's change the poll for Jeff Cohen's sake. In fact, we'll get some calls from some Goyim. No, because I can't believe that you really believe that. What did you say? What do you say about 70% of this audience is Jewish?
I think so.
Based on what?
Based on the people I see come into restaurants that mention your name.
And they're all Jewish.
About 60.
Scott Cowan?
60 to 70%.
Rimmer? How about somebody that pays? How about anybody that pays? How about anybody that pays full price?
Everybody pays full price. In fact, people come in and mention your name, and I say, he told me whenever anyone mentions his name, put part of his tab on your check to help whittle it down. So
Who, Rimmers?
They don't know. Anybody. Regular customers. They don't go for it.
So let's do the poll again. How are we going to do this? I know Eric's going to get really upset because this will be our third poll in one day. Too bad, Eric. Too bad. Work off some of that fat.
Yeah, but see, the Jewish people aren't going online to do the poll. So that's not going to be accurate anyway.
Do you really believe that?
Yes.
This is the same man that doesn't know about pipe smokers and he's telling me about what Jews do. There isn't a Jew in this town who don't have a computer unless they're over the age of 100.
Yeah, but they're all at work today.
Sarah Goldfarb.
They're going on their computer
Even Sarah
when they get home
Goldfarb
to look at
probably
the porno
has one.
sites.
She just don't know how to work it. Probably Harry was going to buy it for her until he made that trip. Did you see that movie, Requiem for a Dream? Oh, I said movie, sorry. Did you see that?
I don't remember.
That was the right answer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No,
I went to the Eagles concert, and you could ask me the songs they played. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Some I know is great.
So let's find out from this audience. How are we going to do the poll? I know you're busy with that hot couples contest, but at the same time, you don't have to screen the calls. He's sitting in that chair. Look on the bright side. You got that big check in your pocket. It's not any good, but, you feel like you got some money. No, that's an old account. I closed that already. I just want you to feel like you're rich for one day. What is he babbling about?
Thanks for the birthday present and bonus.
What does that mean? What was his birthday present?
Your check.
Oh, it was both? Oh, good, then I guess I'll save the other one. There wasn't any other one. Okay, now shut up. Now, how are we going to do this poll? Come on, we're doing a radio show here, and I feel like we're...
You spew it, he'll write it, and there it is.
Well, what do you mean, and there it is?
Carlos will type it up.
What is your... What religion are you?
Oh, religion?
What did you think it was? What do you think we were talking about?
I don't know, shoe size.
Vietnam.
If there's anybody in this audience who believes that anybody who's working here today is paying any attention to anything that I'm saying, guess what? You're wrong. And that's okay. We're having like a little party. Neil's back in town. Let's have a party.
Before you said, what are you? And then you just wrote a whole bunch of stuff on it.
What are you? And what religion are you? What are you? We could have like category asshole. We'd have a lot of votes for that. Then Moe would get out. There's a guy's got a computer. Moe, he's got one. I'm sure. In fact,
he'll be voting
he
right
probably
away.
is checking out some of those pictures, like swinging Moe. I can't wait to. We will get that on today, right, Carlos? When they see swinging Moe, believe. they'll be in heaven. It'll be a real treat. What religion are you? Jewish? Catholic?
Protestant?
Protestant? Mormon? Seventh-day Adventist?
It should be what
Christian
what
Scientist?
religion were you born?
Buddhist?
Because some people that
Hindu?
don't practice might
Muslim?
not consider.
Atheist or agnostic? No, not what religion are you born. What does that mean?
Because
well, what does
someone
that mean?
might not consider themselves.
And so in other words, what you're saying is that if somebody
practicing.
comes in your restaurant, they got a big nose, automatically you assume they're Jewish?
Not at all.
Even though they may have
Because a
converted
lot
to
of them
Catholicism and they have like a big crucifix around
A lot
there.
of them fix the big nose, just like me.
Do you get a nose job?
Yeah, 20 years ago.
Oh, that was before I knew you.
Yes, it was.
Well, it looks much better.
Thank you.
How the hell do I know how it looked? Plus, I don't really care. Okay, so that's the new poll. And now who's that on line 12? Bat line. It's a fax. Why is that? Why do we get faxes on the bat line?
We get them on every other line, just
auto faxes.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Pain in the neck.
You know, I get those in Toronto. On my fax machine, I get soliciting calls. Not very many, thank God, on my phone.
And the pre-recorded soliciting calls are even worse.
Pre-recorded soliciting
Right.
calls?
You answer your phone and it's a recording.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Do you know
taking
how
the
long
call.
those last on my phone?
About as long as it takes to hang up.
Yeah, about
All
2 seconds.
Yeah, but it's a pain in the ass. You got to stop what you're doing and answer the phone.
So we want some, not just Jeff's clientele, but we want to prove with this audience is more than just a few old Jews. See, you're living in the past. You're living back in my W Snooze days when I didn't even know you, when you weren't even around.
Wasn't born yet.
On my KAT days when we're on the Jewish station, the Miami Beach station. And our sales manager used to say, "Can we stop people calling us the Jewish station?" They used to have a fit about that. And, our sponsors were like the famous restaurant, and a bunch of Jew places. Because all we had was like 80 and 90-year-old Jews. Of course, the sad part of that is now they're all dead.
There's more to take their place.
Old Jews. By the way, Jeff's got a special for all the old Jews out there. He's got an early bird starting next week.
Sure.
Not. Well, why don't you have the balls to say that? You don't want any early birds. Your price is already very reasonable. Anybody comes in there, any freeloaders going in looking for a discount. You have an early bird?
Yeah, absolutely.
How come that's not in my copy?
Well, I can't write everything down. I'm busy writing the copy, and I just
No,
haven't had
but
time
why
to-
isn't that in there? See, I'm sitting here making a joke out of it. You've been a sponsor of mine for 50 years. Maybe not 50, but...
About 30, man.
And I don't even know you have an early bird dinner, which is probably the only reason I'm speaking to you.
Right.
If I knew you had
3
an
to
early
5.
bird... What is it?
3 to 5. From 3 to 5, you get a free beverage and
I know
free
who's going to
ice
be
cream.
coming in soon for that. For the early bird. Now, what
I'll
do
be
you
there.
get?
A free beverage and free ice cream, along with your dinner, which comes with anything already. Anyway, all our prices are like early bird. You don't need an early bird at Pizza Loft.
If it's free, it's me.
Woo! Oh, man. What again, between 3 and 5?
Uh-huh.
I guarantee at 3:01 this afternoon, you're going to see two of the smiliest faces you've seen in a long time. 28 past noon at 560 WQAM. Are you in a dead-end job? Is college too expensive and it takes too long? If you can afford $10 a month and commit yourself 3 nights a week for 4 months, Fast Train can help you achieve a new high-paying computer career. That's right, only $10 a month and 3 nights a week for only 4 months for individuals who qualify. Call Fast Train toll-free at 1-866-FAST-TRAIN. With 4 locations in town, there's bound to be one nearby you. Call them toll-free, 1-866-FAST-TRAIN. Speak with a trained career counselor. They offer you day, evening, weekend schedules, job placement, and hands-on training. Pick up that thing and call Fast Train right now, 1-866-FAST-TRAIN. Fast Train's deferred payment is valid for a year. Regular payment applied thereafter. Whether you're a high school student on a summer break, somebody in an underpaid, dead-end job, or just looking to increase your net worth, call Fast Train right now, 1-866-FAST-TRAIN, or check them out on that wicked World Wide Web at fasttrain.com.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
You can kiss my rear end. I want to give you an update of what took place just now off the air, because I think it's important you hear this. Howard just called the radio station, Howard David, who I get along with great, I thought. He called me an asshole, saying I was trying to stir it up. My point back to Howard is don't listen. Listen to 101.5. Let me see, what age group? 101.5 for Howard, maybe 102.7. Some easily listening love music so you could focus on your wife and your family and the grandkids instead of listening and always calling the radio station. He's becoming Howard the caller, like Howard from Boca. Howard from Boca. It's like, it's okay. So anyway, he's listening. So just wanted to get the message out, and don't call my show too, just for a record. Don't call off the air because I don't want to talk to you, and I don't want to hear you on the private line. Congratulations, you know the private line number. That's great, but don't call because you're not coming on this show. You've got your 3 hours, 5 to 8, Monday through Friday. You can talk all you want, but you're not coming on this show.
Oh!
And we'll leave it at that. All right? I got nothing against you. You seem like a decent person.
No.
And I know you've been taking a big hit on the radio station from everybody else.
Deservedly so.
But it's over. Me and you, done.
Nice going, Joe. Let's hear it. Oh, for the big dog, whatever the hell his name is. Huh? Oh, you got a chuckle out of that. Now, pull that thing back over there if you're going to talk.
Okay.
You like that a lot, huh? You're a good man. Joe Rose stepped
Joe
up to
did
the
a
plate
good
and had a
job.
grand slam. Nice
You
job
know
there,
what?
Joe.
He was a mature adult about it. He handled it quite well.
Right.
Joe.
That's right.
Didn't sink to any lows or anything like that.
No, he just said that basically you're an asshole and don't ever call here again and go find something better to do with all your old relatives and get lost. Nice going, Joe. Okay, let's see. I'm going to vote on our poll here, and then we'll take some calls with Jeff Cohen, who'll give himself some more plugs, especially for Plantation. We want everybody to go out there and enjoy the great new pizza off Plantation, right behind Walgreens there in Uphill and Sunrise.
Yep. And we deliver.
And they deliver? You do big delivery out there?
Yeah. Yep. It's doing real well.
Are you going to let me finish this show or not? God damn.
Are you can you vote for me?
Okay, okay, you want, no, I can only vote once. I don't vote for you. You'll have to go get your own. See, he's right. Jews don't have computers.
I have
Maybe
a
you
computer.
can't afford one.
No, I said they're at work during the day. They go home. That's when they get on their computer. And you won't
Who, the
see
Jews?
Yes, and any business
And
professional.
now, let me ask you something. All these votes that we get during the daytime on our poll,
Yeah.
hundreds and hundreds, you think all
Right.
those people are like deadbeats?
I didn't say they were deadbeats.
I mean, you've met most of my audience, and with the exception of a half a dozen, which we could name them, but we won't because you can take their money. But most of our people are like upstanding. How are we coming on that hot couples contest, by the way?
Don't bug him.
No, seriously, are we going to have that on today? So people can vote?
Well, if we don't do any polls.
No, well, he's not involved in the poll. That's Eric's big,
yes, he
in between 2 or 3 more feedings, that's Eric's job for the rest of the day. He's already got it up there. What religion are you? I voted atheist, which is right on top with 3. Catholic,
you're born
2.
Jewish.
Protestant.
You should be voting
That's
Jewish.
not what you're born.
Yes,
Religion
it
means
is.
what you believe in.
No,
Don't give me this crap. It's what
in
you
the
were
genes,
born.
man. It's genetic. It's not.
You
not
let
what
me
you
worry about
believe
what's in my genes, and it ain't
Right.
much, okay? Believe me, it's very sad. It's really Jewish. In fact, that's probably the only part of me that is Jewish. Oh, what a bad break. So far, the first 6 votes, which I realize is just a smattering to get us started, there aren't any Jews. How do you like that?
They're at work.
They're not at work. They're busy investing right now.
They'll be
They're
at
busy,
home at 6, have dinner with the family, watch a little TV with the wife, then go into their office and look up porno. And in between their porno sites, they'll go and they'll vote.
Oh, now look at that. Now all of a sudden this thing, is yours slow? Oh, that's right. He's doing other stuff.
Please.
Here we go. Catholic 10, Atheist 7, Jew 6, 20.6%, Protestant 4, Muslim 1, and Fundamentalist born-again Christian 1. Oh, I didn't realize they're going to put so many fancy schmancy. Well, that's good. Out of the first 29 votes. And you'll see that it's going to go down. It's not going to go up. The percentage will go down. Now, if this
Check
is that
it tomorrow.
fax again.
Check it tomorrow.
QAM Jewish line. It's that fax again. What is that all about?
All day, every day.
Really?
Somebody's got us on auto dial on
Yeah,
this.
it keeps dialing back till it goes through.
Well, it's never going to go through. It's not
Right.
a fax
That's
line.
why he
You
said every
assholes,
day.
you idiots.
Right.
Those solicitors, man, those people belong on death row.
And you know what? I actually signed up for the state of Florida thing where they're not allowed to solicit and
It's
all that.
bogus.
Still happens.
Yeah, of course.
The live calls
you know
slow
what
down.
the bad part of it is? The Florida law exempts anybody that you do business with. So 95% of the calls I get are like American Express or Visa, people that you do business with, that you have their credit card, even if you don't use it.
Right, but those people are pretty
Citibank.
good. If you call up and tell them do not call, that usually works.
Well, who's
with
going
them.
to take the time to call them up and tell them do not call? Have you got the time to do that?
I pretty much have done all that already. Cause
You've
it's
done
a
that?
pain in the neck, yeah. Yep. And even the live stuff usually has stopped from signing up with the state of Florida. But it's the pre-recorded ones that
Between
are
5
still
and
going
7 in
through.
the afternoon, because John gives me spy reports, my phone in that house rings like
Right.
the world is coming to an end.
Well, that's
And-
why I stopped at dinner time every night. You're trying to eat dinner, and
right.
you got 6 phone calls.
And sometime as late as 9:30 at freaking night. 9:30 at night. Would you call like a stranger at 9:30 at night?
No, it's ridiculous.
Assholes. Okay, here's our Jewish callers for Jeff Cohen. WQAM Jewish line.
Is this the Jewish line?
Yes, sir. Are you Jewish?
Yes, I'm very Jew. I'm Jew, and you're gay.
All right. Here's WQAM. Hello.
Jew, 48, no computer.
You have no computer?
No computer, Neil.
Well, I'll tell you, Jeff is smiling so much, I think he's going to buy you one.
Thank you.
Good luck,
Believe
pal.
me, they're cheap now.
Why don't you?
$300.
That's right. Why don't you buy that guy a computer? You're making the big bucks. You can afford it. In fact, every Jew out there who doesn't have a computer and can't vote on our polls, Jeff is thinking about maybe buying you one. He just stopped thinking about
Just
it.
come by the loft and eat and talk to me, and I'll tell you where to get one real cheap.
He'll tell you where to
After
go.
you're done eating.
And don't forget, for Neil Rogers listeners, that's special, 150% of the regular price.
Right.
Only for people I know. I'm serious. Don't be giving people any more discounts.
Do you not eat up there or something? I mean, I have never seen you have so much trouble with your food. You have sauce everywhere.
Do I have sauce on me?
No.
No,
Not
I'm not
yet.
doing a fat rich.
Not
No,
yet.
I will not. Do you see how this thing, like, I don't want to go into it. Do you know what it's like trying to do a show, eat at the same time, talk to your ugly ass, and take these calls and orchestrate the poll, and hope that Beaner Boy over there is doing something that has to do with a goddamn show and not doing a bunch of porno on there again?
That's why you're a professional.
And then he puts Tom Jicka's column on there yesterday. Boy, did that I still can't get over that. Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
He said it was a good article.
No, it wasn't. I read it. It sucked. I mean, the point he made was right, but it's so a child could say the same thing. Anybody could have written that. The reality shows suck, you know?
Was it one of your bedtime stories that had a thing about President Roosevelt during the war, telling the defense contractors that they couldn't make any extra money when we went to war or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
I found that very interesting.
Yeah, just like now. Not. Just like Bechtel and all these other assholes.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Are you starting with politics now?
No, it's very bad. Never talk politics or religion with business.
You know, I'm going to tell you something. I got plenty of time here till 2 o'clock. We thought we were getting out of here at 1 because of that hurricane game, because they got pounded by Texas 13-2 on Saturday. And we were lied to by our programming people. They told us at 1. Then this morning, come to find out, the game don't start till 2. And if you think it's rough having to sit here, try to eat, do the show, answer the phones, watch over what Carlos is doing in the other room, and then do a lead-in for Joe Zagacki.
Oh, my God.
Huh? Can you even imagine what that's like?
Oh, my! Oh, my!
Seriously, if there is a worse play-by-play person in the history of the human race than Joe Zagacki, I haven't heard him, or her, or it.
I disagree with that.
Name me one.
I like
you
him.
like Joe
I think he
Zagacki?
guessed.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I can't believe you
I
said
think
that.
he's exciting.
Ah! Screaming and shrieking
So what?
uncontrollably.
That's what it's all
is-
about.
Oh, my! Oh, my!
The
That's
ghost,
cool. It's
the
just
ghost
like Mandich
of
when he
Sonny
goes
Hirsch
wild.
and Rick Weaver are spitting in their grave to hear you say that. Stick to the pizza, okay?
Okay.
Stick to the good chow.
Yeah, I'm
Lunch is delicious. No, I'm serious. Stick to something you know about. And then he's telling us about Rimmer being a great hockey guy, too. He's okay. Don't call me, Rimmer.
I just like the way he's able to talk and smile at the same time. He said he'd teach me how to do that.
Oh, he'll smile if you just take back the check. 1242 at 560 WQAM. Getting a good night's sleep is what it's all about. In fact, Jeff has probably had some interesting mattress stories in his life that he could tell you. Probably not on the air, though. But anyway, if you want to get a good night's sleep and doing your back a big favor, call my good friends at Dollar Mattress. One easy call, that's all it takes. Easiest piece of shopping you've ever had in your life. 1-800-MATTRESS, and they'll be there in no time at all. You pick the time in the day when it's convenient for you. Who else ever heard of that? Like the 2-hour window, 2 to 4, 3 to 5, 4 to 6:30, whatever the hell it might be. And they'll be there knocking on your door. They take away the crappy old bedding and set up the brand new one for free. They give you a service the likes of which nobody else in the world will give you. And they don't peddle you any off-brands, any crap. Dollar Mattress sells only the best. Sealy, Inserta, Simmons, Tempur-Pedic, no sales gimmicks, no false promises, and everyday unbeatable low prices, too. And they got the high-end beds, too, like Sealy's Crown Jewel line and the top models from every brand in the universe. So if your old mattress is lumpy, bumpy, and worn out, if maybe you did like a little too much action on it, Jeff, maybe the answer is a great new mattress from Dollar Mattress. Make the call right now. They'll be there in no time. Hey, listen, Miguel got a mattress from Dollar Mattress. Because the other one, he was like falling off the edge all night. His fiancée was getting pretty upset about it.
It's a great way to go.
I'm not asking you to say that. What the hell do you know
true,
about
though,
it? Did you ever get a mattress from Dollar Mattress? I want an honest answer.
No, because
Why not?
Because I haven't had to get a new mattress.
Well, when you haven't had to get a new mattress?
No,
Well, you
sir.
must be getting all your action on the outside.
I don't get action anymore. I work too much.
Call 1-800-MATTRESS right now and see what we're talking about. 1-800-MATTRES, and be sure and tell them that Jeff Cohen told you to call.
My and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
romancer, but she just said no. Oh my. She said she'd rather strap on a dildo. Oh, what a guy. She's my dream girl, but it just can't be. Since I found out that she is lesbian, she's no lady, she's a dyke. I felt so sad when I finally had to leave her, but she will never love me, 'cause I will never be a dyke. Oh, what a dyke. Oh, what a dyke.
Is that what they say, Jews eat Chinese and Italian? I never heard that before. I mean, Schwarzers eat Chinese and Italian, too. What the hell does that mean?
Nothing.
Don't you get many black people come into your fine establishment? And,
Sure.
Yeah.
It's all based on the neighborhood that you're in.
Right.
Davie is a much more eclectic neighborhood.
Eclectic?
Yes.
You get cowboys come in there with like cowboy
You
hats?
get everything. They have those the dances, the Western dances, and
Yeah.
we get people with these like awesome outfits on those. Whatever they
Maybe you
call
could
those
open up a
dresses
branch
that
in
are
Wilton
wide.
Manors and you could like specialize in Pizza Light.
There you go.
Huh?
Right.
Something to think about. But at any rate, too late now. Jessica sends a fax, and George is going to be really upset about this. Because Jessica knows that I'm here and I can reach over and get the faxes right off the machine. So glad you're back in town, says Jessica. I faxed you several times in the past few weeks, but that drooling waste of semen, George, never never sent it to you. That's a great line, Jessica. That drooling waste of semen. I guess it's because he can't handle criticism. I was wondering if George is as wooden as he sounds because he has no personality on the air, especially when you're
That's not
on.
Jessica, that's Chris.
He won't. What is it?
It's Chris. That's a guy. That's his shtick every day.
He only gives. I can't read that. Or blurts of sarcasm that are neither clever nor funny. I was wondering if he's instructed to give as little input as possible when you're at the wheel, because as you would say, he's effing ponderous. Please, Neil, I'm begging you to have George not say anything on the air. Love, Jessica. P.S. Are you something that you're really not the straight? Are you sure not really the straight guy and that asshole George is gay? The voice of his would make Liberace sound butch.
I see the
It's from
handwriting
Chris.
in the back. It's one of these
Yeah,
chronics.
it's a chronic faxer, okay? Chris, you're not fooling anybody, and George knows you hate him, and he doesn't care, okay? And we like George a lot sometimes. And leave him alone. He's going to be doing that Pharrell voice.
All day long.
I'm telling you, see, you think I'm joking. It increases his personality by a lot.
It's because it hurts. A lot.
By a lot of times.
About 30, man.
Yeah. I mean, granted, when he doesn't use that voice, when he's using his own voice, he's about as boring as vanilla pudding. But when he puts on a Pharrell voice, he's, kind of like Pharrell light. What religion are you? That's our third poll of the day today. Eat your heart out, Clarence. I mean, Josh. Wrong Josh. What's his name again? Josh what?
Cordis.
I know. I just keep... Just to keep you on your toes, okay? What religion are you? Catholic 39, Atheist 30, Atheist what?
About 30, man.
Jew 21, Catholic 39. Oh, that's our Hispanic crowd out there, right?
Sure enough.
And they believe that
Half
crap.
the atheists are Jews, too.
You know, don't you think I've done a few of these polls in my time? We've done that, and that was shocking to me. Of the atheists and agnostics, most of them before were Christians, not Jews.
Really?
I would have thought that too. Jewish 22, that's 15.9%, and you're saying 70%. You got a long way to go here. Agnostic 21, Protestant 7, Buddhist 2. Do you have any Chinese people that come in?
Few, very few.
Not too many here.
Mm-mm.
We'll send some down from Toronto.
I'd like that.
Fundamentalist born-again Christian 2, Wiccan 2. Oh, we got some witches out there. Do you have any Wiccans come in?
I don't know that they'd identify
Maybe they come on
themselves.
Thursday
They
night
come in
when
with a black hat.
the bikers come in on Thursday. Maybe they come on a motorcycle. Wiccans 2, Sikhs 2. Well, you've got plenty of Sikh customers. Muslim 1, Christian Scientist 1, Mormon, Seventh-day Adventist, Scientologist, Hindu 0 so far in the first 138.
Did you know there's more and more women riding sport motorcycles now?
Vespas?
No, the regular sport bikes.
Really?
It's getting to be a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
They had an article in the paper about it about a week ago.
Been
Found it
seeing
very
that.
interesting.
Out on the road at the Harley shop when we do those appearances
Yeah.
there.
But those are probably dykes.
No.
Straight women on motorcycles?
And professionals, young or older.
I could see like Janet Reno giving up her red pickup truck and driving a big Harley. Oh, I can see she'd be dangerous on that.
These are the sport bikes.
In fact, I can see her driving through the gates of Sister Jean's joint. Can't you see that? 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T. Jeff is looking for some Jews out there to do business with.
Jeff is looking for anybody to do business with.
And if you want to send some pictures, we'll see what kind of business he's talking about. WQAM.
Hey, Neil, you might think I'm crazy when I say this, but I know I think
Are you crazy or what?
Kind of. I'm kind of crazy. A great poll would be, when Moe dies, which part of his body would you want? I bet his wig would get the most votes.
Oh, man. You're bad.
Well, check
You're
it.
bad.
Check it out. I had a poll. I had a choice for your poll about which part would I like, which place would I like to visit.
And where would that be, sir?
The Playboy Mansion.
Okay, thank you so much. He didn't get it either. That's okay. He didn't understand it. Not kind of like a building, okay? Not a ballpark, not a building. A place. A city, a state, a country, a joint. By the way, you notice, speaking of joints, Toronto, the cops are having a fit now because there's no laws anymore. It's in limbo until they finalize the decriminalization. No, seriously, there was a story on Saturday, I believe it was, where they showed kids actually brazenly not only smoking, but blowing the smoke toward the cops. I mean, not right in their face, but blowing it at them because they know they can't do anything because there's no laws on the books. So they're not even writing the tickets now because the decriminalization thing is still in limbo.
Oh, it's the politicians' fault.
What do you mean by that?
Get to that. I mean, that's ridiculous to have people out on the streets doing that. Decriminalization is one thing. Blatant. That's like standing on the corner drinking beer and
I want the
alcohol.
audience to know that this man's legs are crossed, his eyes are crossed, his
Not
fingers
true.
are crossed, and even his testicles are crossed right now as he's sitting on a chair.
Not true.
But not true
I'm not
what?
saying there's anything wrong with it, and I like decriminalization and everything else, but I'm just saying to have people out on the street corners, whether it's drinking alcohol, smoking dope, or doing anything else,
drinking
isn't
alcohol.
right.
They're not drinking alcohol.
Right. Okay. Well, they shouldn't be
But
smoking
they're
dope either out there.
Why not?
Because it's just like cigarette smoking, anything else. You're bothering. You're
Wait a
putting
minute.
it on
so in
other
other words,
people.
if people are smoking outside now, that's bad too?
If it's in a surrounding where there's other
I'm
people.
talking about out on the streets. People walking down the street.
Okay, and there's other people
And you're
walking
smoking a
by 'em, and
Marlboro?
the cops.
You're smoking a Camel. You're being a real macho man, and you're puffing away outside. What difference does it make?
No, I don't want to breathe it. Smell it, choke on it.
Yeah. And, of course,
Or the
we got
smoke.
all those to make up for the SARS people that got scared away, all the pussies that wouldn't come to Toronto anymore because they get all panicky because they don't understand the news. To make up for that, all the fags from all over the world are coming and getting married in Toronto now. That's
Yeah,
right.
I saw that on the news.
That is correct. See, I'm staying now a good part of the year in a place where it's like progressive, and you're like locked into a place where we're taking gigantic steps back into the Stone Age.
Right. It should have legalized gambling. As long as
Should
they're
have
hitting
legalized
everything.
gambling. Should have like gay marriages. We should have free dope for everybody. Legalized prostitution. You don't have to say that off mic. We all believe in that. Legalized prostitution. Look at
Put words in my
Look at the
mouth,
way this
please.
station goes, huh? My God, I can't think of a bigger bunch of prostitutes than all of us that work on this place. And I lead the pack. And I'm proud of it. That money goes right to the bank. What religion are you? I just keep mentioning this because you're hoping for that Jewish number to go way up. It's not going to change that much.
Tomorrow morning it'll be different.
Yeah,
Maybe not what
tomorrow morning it'll be less.
Not what I thought, but I think it'll go up.
It'll be less.
Okay.
I
You know
mean,
your polls better than me.
We've done this many times.
About 30, man.
Jeez, all of a sudden, not only is he the pizza expert and the garlic roll expert, now he's the goddamn demographic expert.
Grasping for straws.
Because you're full of crap, and this is a good
Probably
education
so,
to you.
yes.
Okay? Which is a good
Wouldn't
sign.
be the first
It's
time
a
I've been
good
told that.
sign. It's good. You want to know why? Because you've got the Jews rounded up now for business. Now you need to go after the Goyim.
There you go.
See? Look at all the other potential business we got out there waiting for the great food at the Pizza Loft, which this has turned into like an hour and a half commercial, which is fine with me. I don't care.
We haven't mentioned it twice.
What?
Maybe twice.
What, the Pizza Loft in Davie and the one on the corner of Navajo Hill and Sunrise and Plantation behind Walgreens that you can't see from the street, but the food is great?
Right. And
Right.
they both deliver and cater. Open for lunch.
Catering Catholic 51, Atheist 41, Agnostic 31. See, Atheist and Agnostic 72. See, that's my crowd. Thinking, intelligent people who come here because they know this is the only show in America where they can come and get the truth. Jew 27, that's 15.6%. That's not changing too much. It's going down a little
What
bit.
if you take the agnostics out of there? How high is it?
I'm going to start telling stories in a minute. Any minute, I'm going to start telling stories.
Man, they don't mean anything anymore.
That's what you think. That's what you think. We'll let the audience decide about that. All right, I think I might let you go now because we got 1 to 2.
Yeah,
and
pick my kids up at camp.
You got to pick your kids up at summer camp.
Yeah.
And go make the runs. Get a few goyim in there. It'll be great.
Okay.
We got plenty of goyim
I'll
in
take
Plantation.
anybody. Summertime.
Go eat at the Pizza Loft. Tell them that you know Jeff Rimmer, okay? It'll be 200% off the regular price. Above the regular price.
And by the way, go Dolphins, who will be great this year. You heard it here first.
I'm going to tell you right now that the Patriots are going to win the division in a romp.
No way.
Hands down.
No way.
You'll see.
I'll bet you a week's worth of spots.
You'll see. The only hope that the Dolphins have is that Brian Greasy gets in there real early.
Jay Fiedler is great. The guy was injured last year, man. You can't play injured.
I understand he's Jewish. But
that has nothing to do with it.
He can't.
All right, well, and you know what? It isn't just the
The
quarterback
Dolphins
anymore in the
will never
NFL.
go to a Super Bowl with Jay Fiedler at quarterback.
Sure
Write that
they
down.
could.
Write it down. Not only will they not win a Super Bowl, they will never win be in one with Jay Fiedler.
Injuries is the only thing.
He tries hard. See what I'm
Yes,
saying?
he does.
He tries. He's an overachiever, but he don't have it. He's not a great
He's
athlete.
surrounded by an awesome group now.
Well, good luck to you, Jeff. Nice seeing you. Get out of here. 12:58. You're just like Jimmy Johnson. We got a shot. You know, the same old Dolphin stuff, but that's good because optimism is great. Nice seeing you. Great lunch. Thanks, by the way. Thanks very much. Say hi to our good friend when he gets out. For years, we've been telling you about a really good product that's excellent for you. And that's, do we have a log for the last hour? I just mentioned, I'm interrupting myself, but I'm just curious.
I'll give you a copy.
Okay. That would be nice. That would be kind of nice. Oleomed is great stuff. In fact, even in Toronto, they ship me a bunch, and I pop it in my puss for my blood pressure every day. This isn't just ordinary olive oil in these capsules. It's super concentrated, loaded with all kinds of health benefits for you. Oleomed every day can help reduce the risk of heart disease, high cholesterol, and there are 14 different Oleomed formulas you can choose from, each one combining the purest, the finest, the bestest olive oil on the planet with vitamins, minerals, and herbals to support specific health needs, from your bones to your blood pressure to your immune system. Just pick out the formulas that are right for you, and now you got 3 new Oleomed formulas, one to help you sleep, one to help you control your weight, and Cell Q10 for your heart. Pick some up today while you're doing your shopping. Pick Oleomed up at Publix, Eckerd's, Walgreens, Whole Food Markets, Navarro's, and Sedano's, or order it online at oleomedamerica.com. If you want more info on their products and what they can do for you, call them toll-free and ask away. Call 1-866-OLEOMED. That's 1-866-653-6633 for better health. Start popping that Oleomed in your big fat puss today.
Live and local. This is 560. The radio's all yours now. QAM.
The 1 to 2 hour.
Baghdad. 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 The world is ours. Daddy's little boy gets anything he wants. The statue's down, Saddam is gone, and now every corner has a chevron. Baghdad. Most of them are dead. Baghdad. Shot reporters in the head. Baghdad. Make that oil flow and get that price of gas down low. We're giving them a taste of democracy with the Cracker Barrel and an Applebee's. Baghdad, the corporate war is won. Baghdad, we've only just begun. Baghdad, the world is ours, you know. I'll have a bag of deep-fried kitty toes to go. Just like the Nazis in World War II, there was a whole lot of art for the brass to boost. Baghdad, grab everything again. Baghdad, they won't be doing that again. Baghdad. Hey, we won 2 wars. Anybody know what the red alert's for? You want some water? Well, now it's ours. We'll sell you a bottle for a nominal charge. Baghdad, look at the stock index. Baghdad, Iran is gonna be next. Baghdad, now Bush is God. Daddy's little boy gets anything he wants. Daddy's little boy gets anything he wants. Daddy's little boy gets anything he wants. Baghdad, Baghdad.
So how do you like this new Desert Scorpion, huh? We can't put Operation Iraqi Freedom on anymore, especially with all these people dying every day. But now we've got Desert Scorpion. Have you ever seen a Desert Scorpion together with a Gambian rat?
No.
Something to think about. And, of course, if you get a Gambian rat and it's bit by a Desert Scorpion, then you've got real tourists, man. You got real problems on your hands. Thanks to Jeff Cohen for coming in to a nice hour-and-a-half spot. Huh?
Yeah.
That was a piece of cake. That was easy. And the lunch was very good, too. And he was wondering how come I was like, he brings that aluminum foil thing, which is nice for takeout, but this is a radio studio. This isn't a restaurant. Well, it wasn't until I just got back. Now, of course, it's Pharrell's Restaurant and Drugs.
Liquor and drugs.
Oh, hey, wait till we bring the stogies back. That'll be good because Ken, my limo driver yesterday, came in a couple of big fat ones and cigars, too.
All right. Contraband stogies, we hope.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, you know something? I never thought about that. Now, if I tried to bring, I guess you can't do it, can you? Because on every street corner in Toronto, like all over downtown, they have Cuban cigars, any kind of cigar you want.
You can't bring them.
Can't bring them in.
Right. They actually shred them right there at the airport if you try.
Really?
They crumble them up and throw them in the garbage because the customs people were selling them. So now they have to, in plain view, destroy them individually.
Well, see, as you're going out of the airport in Toronto, you go through U.S. Customs. Only coming in, you go through Canadian Customs.
Mm-hmm.
So as you're going out, you go through U.S. Customs. So I guess that would be the...
yeah, they shred.
That's the chigger in the woodpile. Shred my expensive Cuban cigars? Damn you bastards. I'll have to start smoking them Danneman Lights again and work up a big tumor.
Yeah.
What? Those were good.
Oh, yeah, they were good, but...
I mean, they're bad for you.
Make you sound like Pharrell in 5 minutes.
There you go. We just got the answer for George. He's going to be chain-smoking Danneman Lights from now for next couple of days. Few days.
Bring it. Bring them.
No, don't do it. They're bad for you. Because they got their paper in them or something?
Right, and floor sweepings.
Ooh. And sawdust.
Right.
And that's why your voice sounds like kind of gravelly. Yeah. Bad stuff. I was starting to get like a little pre-tumor on my tongue from that crap. I think it was from that. Maybe it was just a chancre. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T. I never dreamed we'd be doing a religion poll, but see, and of course, I can't blame Jeff because we always used to think the same thing, right?
What?
That there were more Jews listening in this audience.
I never thought that.
And also, well, that's because you chased most of them away. But also the agnostics and the atheists, I assume that a very high percentage of those were Jews, and before they just realized it was a bunch of bullcrap.
As a matter of fact...
But they weren't.
More than half the Jews I've met have become atheist or agnostic.
But they weren't, not in this audience. You didn't let me finish the sentence. We've done that poll, and they weren't. Most of them were Christians. Probably a lot of them Catholics who saw through the whole bullcrap,
Really?
Old man in a dress.
That exists?
All these people carrying around those big, heavy wooden crucifixes, like the one that was on the wall in La Cage aux Folles.
It's not too late for you, Dennis.
That was kind of sad, that he left her standing there holding the cross. Well, he had to get that soup in the bowl before the guy got his glasses on, and saw those Greek boys having a good time. 5670560, pound 560. We got 66 Catholics, 46 atheists, 45 agnostic. I'm amazed we got this many of anything because, quite frankly, there's nobody here. That's why I came back, just to have a party for a week. We're just going to have a big party here. And Mo, you're not invited. We have a new feature on the show. It's called the QM Celebrity of the Week. The QM Star of the Week. That's a better name. And this week it's Joe Rose. Oh! Let's hear it for Joe. Wouldn't you agree? We just took a poll. It was unanimous in the building.
Howard David's a bitch.
I dumped the bitch right now.
Made coming in on Saturday worthwhile. They wrecked the room after I cleaned it up.
You know what that reminds me of? A lot like, in the same vein, is something I played for you not too many days ago.
Hello. Randy,
Hi.
I don't hate you at all. Congratulations.
Get out of here, Meg.
You want to know something? Truthfully, I'm happy for you.
Why are you happy for me?
Because I am going to my boat. We're going out for a cruise. I'm having, for the 4.5 years, my first weekends off. I'm promoting my video, not a radio show.
I figured it was some kind of promotion thing.
No, not at all. I'm just saying that I welcome you to the station. Honest to God, I do.
Really?
Trust me, I'm not lying.
All right.
I called to congratulate you.
Well, Meg, can I just ask you one lousy question then?
Sure.
Why on your last show did you say I didn't have a chance in hell of doing anything over here at WIOD?
You know what? I made a mistake. I made a bad call.
Damn right.
I've been listening to you, and I think you're fun, and I think it's perfectly okay to relax and have fun on a weekend. Honest to God. I needed to.
Yeah.
How's that? And I'm enjoying listening to you, and it's no bull. Now, have a good day.
See ya. Don't believe a word of it, man. She sat here and trashed me for a whole afternoon. A whole afternoon. Sat here and said I didn't have a chance in hell. I had no talent. What the hell was I doing here? Boy, Gary made a big mistake. Now she wants to promote something at our tailgate party, so she's going to kiss a little butt.
I dumped the bitch right now.
9 minutes after 1 at 560 WQAM 5670560 pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, Neil.
Yes, sir.
It's Woody Graber.
Hi, Woody. Oh, brother.
Welcome back.
Sure.
To our wonderful South Florida.
That's another guy with a ponytail. We got Jim Yelton walking around with one. We got Jeff, who just shaved his off, thank God, snapped it off. And then we got Woody Graber, Mr. Ponytail.
Yeah, well, Jeff doesn't look as good as he did with the ponytail.
He looks a hell of a lot better without it. Without that crap on his fingernails, too. He looks almost human.
Listen, I got to tell you, the people that I've met from your show, like Jeff and people like that, Steve at ATM,
They're all
been
Jews.
First class. But I got to tell you, Randy Maltosh.
The best.
The best. I was in an accident, and it wasn't my fault. And I went to court on it, and he represented me. And the witness, this bitch, she just lied, and he just ran rings around her.
All right.
And he just put her out of it, and the judge said, not guilty.
All right.
All right.
I mean,
Beauty.
he knew things that no other lawyer could have ever dreamed of.
Right.
You know? I got to tell you, the people from your show, man, have been like gold for me.
Every time I have an anniversary, without fail, every year on the 1st of March comes a big, beautiful thing of a plant, not just flowers, but a big plant with Randy Maltash and the ticket defense team for as many years as I can remember. He's one of the very best.
Oh, totally. And he was magnificent in court with me. I got to tell you, I was, really scared going in, especially when that lady started lying, and he just put me right at ease.
Excellent.
Just totally right at ease.
I'm glad to hear it, Woody. And don't do it again.
I will try to stay out of it as much as possible. Welcome back. Hope to see you sometime.
Okay, get a haircut.
Never.
Thanks. See ya.
Bye-bye.
How do you like that, huh? You notice how everything is fitting together like the pieces of a jigsaw puzzle? Plus, I ate on the air here, which I've been avoiding. Well, I won't be doing it tomorrow, because I got to go to Mommy's tomorrow for lunch and probably get that ground brown that she's famous for. Maybe she'll even stick a little bit of that X-Lac that she's been bragging about lately, huh? You think she might just put some in there?
It's brown.
Yeah, it's the old brown round.
Maybe she'll make you some brownies.
Oh, please don't do it, Ma. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. And, Jeff's a good guy, but the point I was trying to make there is Joe Rose had the balls to tell it like it was about Howard and to out him about trying to call behind the scenes and control what he says on the air. He's not going to put up with that. And it was the same with Randy, even though, of course, she takes herself far too seriously now. And she's going to save the world, but at least her intentions are good, and she had the big pair to stand up against the radio station, against management, and tell them to shove it, and against small potatoes like Smeg Green. And tell her where to stick it, too.
We're Sports Radio 560, QAM.
Okay. Oh, my!
Damn. I wore much better pants when my career was alive.
You gotta get out more, Mo. It's rotting away in here.
Hey, you want something to eat?
What do you got?
Nothing. But I can pull something out of my ass.
Nah, Mo, I gotta get going. I'm starting a new business.
Hey, no kidding.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a hooker.
I'm proud of my bubbler.
Thanks, Mo.
Oh, yeah. You sure you don't want something to eat, huh?
Mo, I keep telling you. Hey, what are you, drug addict or something?
Oh, no. I don't know what you're talking about.
You just took a fistful of purple pills.
They're prescription, you moron.
No.
I got them from my doctor.
What doctor?
Dr. Pepper, what's it to you? Oh, look, my hair is Ruben Askew. Oh, my God, this place is a mess. And my underwear smells like hot bologna. Now, get out of here. My favorite show is on.
We got a loser. Moe joining us from prestigious Boca Raton, Florida.
Me public. Well, I'd just like to say...
That's a lovely dress you got on there, you homo.
Why, thank you. Boy, such a dream I'm having. I feel like running down the street naked. Look, I'm a naked man. You want to rape me, pal? Huh? Look, you want to rape me, Pally? Hey, come here. You want to rape my highly desirable ass? Huh? I'm a naked man. Come on and rape me, oh yes. Hey, you lady, I'm a naked man. Take a look at this hair. Mo, hey, ain't gonna hurt your hands off me. Oh, I was on radio, I was on the radio.
Just suck on the tool that you won't feel a thing.
I was on the radio, I was on the radio.
Oh, hello, Mo. Duff and I decided to stop by and see how you were doing. Oh, this is terrible.
118 at 560 WQAM. Look at that phone, man. Are they excited to have me back in town or what?
No.
They don't care. Plus, you said it sounds better in Toronto anyway. You said the microphone sounds better.
Not to mention you sound all happier and full of piss and vinegar.
I'm not unhappy. We had although, you know something? What happened? This is the first day back. I'm just here for a few days. What did I just do?
Take a big crap?
You ate. That's coming. I ate.
Right. And that's going to make you sick.
And fat, and then I'll have another stroke, another pulmonary embolism, pulmonary pulmonism.
Not to mention your GERD.
And having my girdle act up, I'll be like puking my guts out. See,
Take that girdle
I'm
off.
allergic to this place. This place makes me sick in more ways than one. It really does. I mean, look, I don't care where you live, but I think that there are a lot of people, maybe they live someplace almost their entire life, but then they finally realize, I've been here too long. See? So that's why being able to do the show in Toronto a good part of the year, except when it gets colder than hell up there in November. But it's a wonderful thing, because I don't have to be a prisoner to being here. In fact, even Pharrell, who was giving me the business, you got to get back down here, he realizes now that's ridiculous. He admits he loves Toronto. He likes it even better than New York. He would give his left nut to be able to do the show from some civilized place and not be here. He's not a dummy. He realizes he's in God's waiting room. That's why he's going out to South Beach. Get him a big penthouse apartment down there. Now, you don't think that doing a 2-hour show from 8 to 10, he's really making the kind of money that he can afford a penthouse apartment on the beach?
No.
Of course not. So you know that whatever is in the wings here, I mean, at least Geldy, give him some credit. Okay? You remember Daniel in the Lion's Den? You remember the handwriting on the wall?
Right.
See, Geldy at least is sharp enough to see the handwriting on the wall. As opposed to some people who are in denial. Like Cleopatra, they're in denial, and they just refuse to, that's going to be great. See, I guess he's assuming that if Geldy leaves, then it's a logical team him up with Pharrell for the morning show. Is that going to happen?
No.
Of course not. There's no Chinaman's chance in hell that's going to happen.
Maybe he'll do updates.
He can do the updates, like on the Joe and Mark show would be good, between 2 and 5. Pharrell, 5 to 10. Us, 10 to 11:30. 5670560. So anyway, after today, guess how many shows I have left before you start the summer schedule, Mr. Hotshot, until the 4th of July?
10.
Dan Marino's number. Lucky
13.
13. There's George's football knowledge, right? All his sports knowledge wrapped up in one word, 13. See, he knew that.
Yeah.
We just finished with Friday the 13th, and I'll have 13 more of these shows. Not that I'm counting, not that I'm kind of like, because I realize everybody's gone anyway. That was a pleasure. And now that we're back on 10 to 2, this is like getting my life back. And, of course, I could, go through a big thing. Thanks to Greg for... No thanks to Greg. He deserves a smack in the head for screwing me up for a year plus, for a year and a half, in which I had a stroke and I was down here for 7 weeks at a time, sitting here getting fatter and fatter and eating and getting fatter and less active. When I just walk to the convenience store to get newspapers and soda in Toronto, I'm doing more walking, just walking to the store and going back home, than I do here in a year. This is a place to get sick and die. Not necessarily in that order.
Well, you could park your car at the Sawgrass and then walk home from there.
Yeah. Right. In that 14 feet of water that used to be the parking lot.
Sure, just
there is something in here. Are you sure you people don't have SARS?
No, I'm not sure.
Which Dr. De Kahuna, by the way, is one of the big kahuna, one of the big medical hotshots in Toronto. He started suggesting that the U.S. is a much bigger problem than they're admitting with SARS, but they're lying about it.
We wouldn't lie on
and
media.
They shushed him up real fast. They said, you don't think we got problems with exporting beef and stuff like that? Just wait till you see how antsy they get.
We have ways
to
shut them up.
Of getting back at them. And what they call it is pneumonia 3. Now, if you do a Google search, Beaner Boy, do a search on Google for SARS, for pneumonia 3. And the fourth definition is SARS. So they can categorize it as pneumonia 3 and just pretend we don't have a SARS problem here.
They could call it happy, fun-feeling illness.
They could call it monkey love virus, monkey love pox, anything. They can call it licky, licky, what's the name of that hen? Henny Penny, licky, Henny Penny, something like that, yeah, virus. Anything
Carlos
they want.
You said pull it.
No, I didn't say pull it. I said capon. I was thinking about him. WQAM. QAM.
Yeah, Neil?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Dr. Reverend Jones, I think.
That was a great...
Yes, it is. Are you sure? Maybe it wasn't. I think you sound too much like him, okay?
Sure did.
It was a great bit, the
Too
Joe Rose
close.
thing, but he sounded, you just sound too close to somebody we don't want to talk to, okay? Change your voice. Call like this next time. WQAM.
Yeah, how you doing, Neil?
Pretty good.
Hey, I was listening to that show on Saturday Live with Joe.
There must have been something live, huh?
Yeah, well, I like Joe a lot. Except my wife won't let me watch Channel 9 because of that Benno Schmidt and that skunk ape or whatever, that Taro, whatever. But anyway, a little bit after he made those comments about the Moe, he said, the only thing that sucks is that I have to sit next to that bastard on the plane. I thought that was hysterical.
Really?
I guess it's a dolphin plane. They must have signed seats or something.
Well, what the hell is Joe doing on the dolphin plane?
I guess he covers it for Channel 9.
Oh, I see. That's right, for Channel 6.
Yeah, for
You
Channel
keep saying
6.
Channel 9, but last time you're
Well,
talking about on
9
your
the
cable, probably.
Right,
Yeah.
it's 9 on the cable.
You have one of those screwed up cable
Hey, can I
deals.
say hello to someone who just got out of the hospital?
Sure, go ahead.
My cousin Roger. He had that stomach reduction because he was on the verge of, borderline diabetes.
Exploding, yeah.
And he listens to you. He's already lost 50 pounds.
All right.
So I just want to say thanks and glad you're home and see you from Toronto.
Thanks, Pally.
Bye.
All right. Keep up the good work, Roger. Okay, lose that weight. Don't be like the beast. Don't backtrack, because then you start getting a disease on the end of your nose. I'm telling you, that's just the beginning of a Pinocchio nose like Bubba had. That thing is going to grow out about 15 inches. But he did give us some good. Oh, wait a minute, it wasn't him. It was just some unnamed fat guy that gave us the information about Geldy this morning.
Could have been any kind of fat guy
Could have
in
been
this
any
building.
little short rotund. It could have been Josh Friedman. He's not here.
No.
Could have been Fat Boy. I don't think he's in the building today.
No.
Could have been Julio the engineer, but he's not here no more.
No.
So I guess it narrows it down pretty much. 5, 6, 7. Hey, I don't care. He wants to play. And he's so compulsive, he doesn't really care. You know what I'm saying? In other words, he's such a compulsive yenta that even if I out him on the air, he's telling us all this stuff. And see, he's not working Moe's show anymore. So it doesn't make any difference because now he's with Pharrell, and that's why he's got that brown spot on the end of his nose. So he doesn't give a crap about that. Now he doesn't have to suck up to Moe. He had a little episode at the copying machine. Did you hear about that?
No.
And he had to copy the log or some damn thing for Pharrell's show one morning, and Moe was out there standing up against the machine. And he said, Moe, or Howard, I guess you certainly would call him Moe. Howard, I got to get out of my way. I got to make a face. He said, be sure to get the knives out. You heard that about getting the Ginsu knives out? Everybody else is a backstabber, Moe, except you. Everybody else is out of line except you, Moe. Boy, I never expected all this momentum when I got back to town. I kind of thought that now we shoved him in the middle of the night. He was small potatoes, but in his case,
it's momentous.
Until he closes that door on his ass the last time, I don't think that's ever going to happen. I wonder what the Humper is thinking about this. Hank's got another nice day off today. Nice going, Humper. I bet you he's squeezing himself. He's so excited about this. In fact, that's an excellent poll for tomorrow. What QAM personality despises Moe the most? The most. Yeah. Don't you think that's a tough one? I don't know who I'd vote for. I'm not even sure if I'd vote for myself.
We need to have a contest.
Yeah.
Like a slap fight or something, or like those padded clubs like they have on the American Gladiators.
Or maybe a civet cat pull would be good. A tug of war on the old piece. What religion are you, we're asking? And poll number 3 today. Well, we're sure poll intensive today. You know what? Nothing like getting 3 polls in one day. Catholic 83, Agnostic 62, Atheist 59, Jew 46, 15.3% ponytail. Protestant 26, Fundamentalist born again Christian only 5, not too strong there, not too bad. Hope you have a good life with your president. Wiccan 4, Muslim 3, Sikh 3, we got 3 Sikhis out there, Buddhist 2, Christian Scientist a pair, Seventh-day Adventist 1, Scientologist 1, Hindu 1, and Mormon 1. With that, did you see I talked about it last week, the invasion of the Mormon bugs, what do they call those, Mormon
crickets?
The Mormon crickets, yeah.
Thank you, Carlos.
Thanks, Carl. Well, he knows because I gave him the story. They look like grasshoppers. They look like mean. They look like kind of the Mo Howard David of grasshoppers, mean and nasty.
What makes them Mormon? They're wearing a tie?
No, they have magic underwear, which protects them from the environment as they're like chewing their way through Iowa, Nebraska. Did you hear what I just did?
You growled.
I know I did a Pharrell. Iowa. I think it's contagious. I think there's something he's got. Forget about SARS. Forget about monkeypox. I think there's something he's got, and I think we're all getting it.
Bring it. This is Sports Radio 560 QAM.
I fucking blow.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Jim. Say, did you get a haircut?
Nope.
Boy, 'cause there's something different about you, buddy.
What's different about Jim? He just asked his doctor about Viagra.
Hey, Jim, have you lost weight?
Nope. In fact, I've gained a few inches, if you know what I mean.
Viagra. It can change the way you feel.
Ow! Who just poked me in the ribs? Oh, hi, Jim. Hey, have you been working out?
Nope. But I'm feeling pretty pumped up.
See the difference Viagra can make in your life.
Whoa, Jim! Is that a pocket fisherman in your pants?
No, but I am in the mood to troll for Snapper.
Viagra. It'll change you for the better.
Hi there, Jim. Say, did you get a raise?
Yeah, you could say that.
Ask your doctor about a free sample of Viagra. But please, wait until you get home to take one.
Speaking of that, we had a great story on our website. Was it yesterday or Saturday? Well, you kind of like slopped over into from one day to the other. I think he must be doing like heavy drugs on the weekend.
What, on the weekend?
Because the Saturday, well, I mean heavier than usual. Because the Saturday story is now kind of like slop over into early Sunday, which actually in a way that's good. Because otherwise they have to wait till like later in the afternoon before, and it looks like we just kept the same crap on there all weekend. We don't get as many hits, and then Eric gets all bent out of shape. But what? I didn't think that was a very good imitation, Mike. I thought that was kind of weak myself. Look at this man is purple in the face. He might have a stroke in there. Maybe it's your turn this time. Good. We
were here all day Saturday. And the internet went down here.
Yeah. Oh, that's why you didn't get the other stuff on there. Oh, so whoa. So Eric, well, that's the sound that fat people make sometime, okay? So Eric up there, now he's gagging on it. Oh no. It's a good thing we got that ball game coming up and nobody's listening, or we'd be in real trouble, on this high price show. What is? Oh my God! If I could get 1 million people laughing the way I got these two going right now, I'd be worth $100 million. Good God, Eric!
I guarantee you, Boca Brian's going through the same thing right now.
Boca Brian.
Well, he started that
I got
whole
something
thing.
for him too. Anyway, getting back to that Viagra thing, which is the reason I played it before you interrupted me with a bunch of hysterical laughter. The William Wrigley Company has patented a way to make its Double Your Pleasure slogan more potent with chewing gum containing the active ingredient in Viagra. You ready for that? Double your pleasure and double your fun. But with about 8 years left on Pfizer's own patent for Viagra, the maker of Double Mint and Juicy Fruit has no immediate plans to market such a product itself. There's been no development activity whatsoever, nor is any anticipated at present. Christopher, damn it. Wouldn't that be great if you could just pop a stick of Juicy Fruit in your puss, and you're all of a sudden you have this wicked erection like for hours, and man.
I want the gum that makes you limp.
We file dozens of patents on an annual basis with interesting or intriguing comments, he said, whoever this Christopher was. But there's a huge difference between filing for a patent and actually developing a product and finding when it's exactly right for commercialization. The gum would have to be chewed at least 30 minutes before sex, also similar to the Viagra time parameters. The application also suggests the gum might be a better vehicle to deliver the drug right into the bloodstream, since it releases the drug more gradually than Viagra's pill form, which has caused gastrointestinal problems for some men. How do you like that? And since the Cubs play at Wrigley Field, and Philip Wrigley was the one who founded the franchise, they could hand it out right with Cubs games, okay? Then Sammy wouldn't be the only one with cork in his batter pants, huh? Anyway, this is also, speaking of a bat in your pants, pop star Britney to get heaving bosoms in the UK.
All right.
Bosoms. U.S. pop star Britney Spears is to get a pair of inflatable throbbing breasts that will pulsate in time to her dancing, at least her waxwork model at Madame Tussauds Museum in London. I wonder if they have because there's a Madame Tussauds in Amsterdam, which you don't want to go there, by the way. Amsterdam blows now. But they have a Madame Tussauds right down there by the Dam Square. You know, that Dam Square?
Damn it.
And I wonder if they have the similar, I don't know. You think they would all have the same stuff?
Are they franchises of each other?
I don't know. It is Kitty Corner McDonald's and Kentucky Fry. There are plans to make a new figure of Britney Spears, a spokeswoman said on Friday. She'll be very sexy and she'll have heaving bosoms, but this is only the very early stages of planning, of development, so to speak. She said the model will be based on one of Britney's videos in which she dances breathlessly around a pole. No, not yours. and would be accompanied by professionals who would teach museum visitors the tricks of the trade. The initiative is the latest by the museum to make its models not just visual but tactile. Brad Pitt has got a squeezable latex bum. But Brittany, that's just so, the Brits are so stupid. The words
it's funny though.
You can't say ass, but he's got a latex bum, but Brittany would be the first with heaving bosoms out of the spokeswoman. Can you imagine the size of the bum that J-Lo's figure could have, huh? God, take up a whole section in the damn joint.
Heaving?
They'd be heaving. I'd be heaving just thinking about seeing it. 5670560. Pop, we're doing screenless here today. Not much of a response. Everybody's out of town. That's okay. We're used to it. We got a lot of stuff going on inside. Heavy duty inside. Boy, do we ever.
Boy, howdy.
Man. Woo! What religion are you? This is poll number 3 for a Monday. We got 334 votes. I just mentioned that in passing, and this isn't even really a poll. It's just kind of like our survey that we do, not usually as often, but just to pacify Jeff Cohen. He wants some goyim as customers. Catholic 95, Agnostic 68, Atheist 66, Jew 52. Oh, that's my favorite station, Jew 52.
What do they play there?
All day long.
Oi!
Just that.
Oi!
Jew 52, got 50.5%. Protestant 28, Fundamentalist Born Again Christian 5, and 4 Wiccans. We got 4 witches out there. Well, which one do you like best?
That one.
We got 4 Wiccans. Boy, let's not have that conversation again. I got a headache just thinking about that. I don't understand that. And then of course we also have the Travelers, but that's not a religion, though. That's a cult.
That's a group of people.
A group grope?
They might have a religion, but it's a ethnic group.
Yeah. Now, is there religion at Kmart or Walmart? Oh, speaking of Walmart, by the way, we hate them like poison. I just mentioned that. Not for any special reason. Just because.
For many special reasons.
For a lot of special reasons. Because, like I said, we hate them like poison.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Boss knows a boss.
Spreading like crazy.
Oi!
Spreading their germs. Soon they'll be buried and eaten by worms.
Yes.
People don't come together. People, they stay apart.
Loan me $50.
Nothing can stop it now.
No.
'Cause we are all scared of SARS. Don't go to Asia. Don't go to Hong Kong. Steer clear of Toronto. If you want to live long. People don't live forever. People must all depart. But no one wants it to happen now. That's why we are scared of SARS.
Todos murieron aquí.
People don't come together. People, they stay apart.
Okay, it's 141. We got the Marlins. Well, same difference. 2 girls teams. We got the U of M Hurricanes. We got them and Southwest Missouri State. That's a Southwest Missouri, but Southwest Missouri State girls school for the handicapped. Big College World Series game coming up 2 o'clock this afternoon with Joe Zagacki and Clarence. Where's Don Bailey Jr. on?
And the Beast and the Gonzalo.
No, the Beast is not out there. The Beast got left here. They shine his ass.
Oh, that's right.
They
no
shine
his
ass.
He's bitter.
He's a bitter young man. That's why he's running around just spreading all that gossip. In fact, if he can't work here no more, he's going to go to work for Renta Yenta.
How much?
How much an hour?
$8.
Anyway. This is a distressing thing. So we got, seriously, is Clarence on those games or not? Does it say on the schedule? I wouldn't say. It does?
He is on those games.
How embarrassing. Here's a guy that's supposed to be our program director. I don't want to, bust his balls because he does give me a paycheck on time, but let me tell you when you know a guy's been doing much, much too heavy drugs and drinking, when he wears sunglasses inside. There's only 2 groups of people who do that, and that is super ultra-stylish Hispanics and Italians and drug addicts. So which one do we think, Beaner Boy?
Well, he is one and thinks he's the
other.
No,
I said super stylish, not guys that wear like a crappy cap, like an army fatigue cap, whatever the hell the thing is. What is that?
It's a kangaroo cap.
Oh, it's a roo cap? Yeah, once worn by RuPaul. Man, that thing is nasty.
He thinks that the sunglasses make people not notice how high he is.
Is that what it is? Yeah, that's a good idea. Scott Peterson fetching loads of letters. This story makes me want to vomit, but it's so typical. It is so typical of America's infatuation and love affair with scumbags, from Charlie Manson to Sirhan. I mean, you name it. They never found a scumbag they weren't obsessed with. OJ and John Hinckley and Ted Bundy.
Michael Jackson.
No, I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about scumbags in prison, which he belongs there, but he's not there yet. Scott Peterson, charged with murdering his pregnant wife and their unborn child, is receiving stacks of letters in jail, many of them from women. A fellow inmate told a Modesto Bee newspaper that Peterson's correspondence included a woman serving time for murdering her husband. Oh, wouldn't that be great? They could get together and compare notes.
Match.
A guard read the letter aloud, inmate Chris Young said. Peterson has pleaded innocent to double murder charges that make him eligible for the death penalty, yada, yada. Late last week, a judge issued a gag order barring lawyers, witnesses, and police officers from publicly discussing details of the case. Judge Al Girolami said the gag order was the only way to stop leaks and rumors from derailing his right to a fair trial. Stanislaus County Sheriff's Deputy Tom Leitris confirmed that Peterson gets more mail than most inmates, but wouldn't elaborate. That's typical. It says it's not uncommon for young men accused of terrible crimes to receive letters from female admirers. Oh, a lot of sick women out there. A lot of really desperate sick women. You think that Clarence maybe might be able to get laid because he just doesn't know where to find the right ones,
Well, maybe if he spent some time in prison.
He is the program director of this radio station.
Oh.
I think that's a big step in the right direction, if you ask me. A lot of criminal activity going on this schedule, although some of it may be corrected soon. 5-6... This just caught me totally. I got out of my car. I went up the elevator. I knew Moe would still be here because I saw his big tank sitting out there. And I figured maybe we'd bond a little bit, hello, goodbye, and that, which is what we did. But little did I know that there was going to be, because I didn't know at that point about the Joe Rose thing, which we will play again before the end of the hour. Huh? Don't you think that would be a real good lead-in as we get toward Hurricane baseball time? I think it would be great.
No doubt.
In case anybody missed the Moe and Joe confrontation on Saturday.
Bring it.
Yeah. The Mozo Joe confrontation. Don't forget, we're going to have Swingin' Mo on our website sometime today before the day is out. Also, how are we doing on the Hot Couples Contest? Do we at least have all the pictures? We got quite a few of them, actually.
Like 11? 11, 12 maybe.
Yeah, like I said, about a dozen. Is that what about a dozen, give or take. Baker's dozen or a Jewish dozen?
They'll be up sometime.
Baker's dozen is 13, Jewish dozen is 11. But at any rate, they'll be up there, like when?
Sometime today. Eric has everything.
Sometime. Oh.
I heard you, man. I heard you.
Sometime. And just as you said that, the phone rang, and there's Eric on the phone with Peter. Oh, you know something? This is worth coming back for a week. Just to, it's one thing to hear about it and talk about it and have you describe it to me, but to actually see him pick the phone off the hook. Oh, the name isn't even off my lips yet. Already he's out there. Whoa! Just having a cow in Orlando. Maybe it's the same cow that did that number on Gary Moore's show. On to tell the Ruth. Boy. How's that religion poll coming for Jeff Cohen? What religion are you? Well, we do this about, I don't know, about once a year?
About.
So this will be the one for this year. I don't think we've done it in a long time. 100 Catholics, 72 agnostics, 68 atheists, 56 Jews, 15.6%. That's a little higher than usual, but we'll see if that stays, Protestant 32, Fundamentalist Born-Again Christian 5, Muslim 5, Wiccan 5, Buddhist 4, Sikh 3, Hindu 2 Hindus. Yeah, it's a refreshing, like Wrigley Spearmint Gum. Christian Scientists 2, Mormons 1, Seventh-day Adventists 1, Scientologists 1. We lost the Mormons, Where did we go wrong?
Insulting their attire.
The magic underwear?
Right, and the tie, and the fact that
I never insulted the Mormons. I think that those young guys that come with the nice white shirts and black ties.
Do you invite them in for non-caffeinated
I've never had one come to my door.
Really?
The only assholes I ever have had in my life come to the door are the, what are the other ones?
JWs.
Jehovah's Witnesses. With the, what's that? The Watchtower.
Yeah.
Ever since I was a little kid, they were, in fact, in Canandaigua, New York on the weekend, they'd come pounding on the door. Oh, the end is coming. That was like 100 years ago. That was a zillion years ago. The world was ending then. It's still here. The Watchtower, the good news is the days are coming, blah, 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 all this other crap. And then when I lived in Hialeah, right next to Miami Lakes High there, I told you that Sunday morning story. 9 o'clock in the morning, banging on a goddamn door, wake me up out of a sound sleep. I go to the door. Get out of here, you know? And then they go down the hall, and then they got some other Getchke comes in there, and he doesn't realize that they've already made the rounds on this side of the hall, and he's like this. I said, take your watchtower and, you jackass, take your Stone Age hocus pocus mumbo jumbo and go enjoy some New England gumbo. Get out of here. Tragic. I just can't handle it. Just like this. Why? How many years have I been telling you? All this stuff, they shouldn't report anything that happens in the Middle East ever again. Ever again.
Good plan.
And then it would stop. It would stop. There'd be no more settlers making illegal settlements because nobody would be impressed by it. There'd be no more Hamas blowing everybody up because nobody would know about it. Just stop talking about it. If they want to kill each other, great. Let me ask you this, seriously. What business do we have? Why should we care?
We shouldn't.
Why should we care about Israel and Palestine and Transjordan and Jordan? And why should we care about any of that crap? They got any oil?
No.
Are they a threat to us?
No.
So who the hell gives a crap? I say let's go in here and bomb Saudi Arabia.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
The most innovative science fiction film in decades. And now the long-awaited sequel is here. And it's not only innovative, it's inebriated. The Matrix Loaded.
What is the Matrix? I know. What's that Samuel L. Jackson over there? Hey, Sammy!
I am Lawrence Fishburne, you drunken fool.
The Matrix Loaded. The sequel that's six-packed with excitement, intrigue, and a lead character who makes even less sense than he did in the original.
Wait. You're telling me aliens are using my body as a fuel cell?
That is correct.
Well, I'm gonna get the little creeps out then.
Keanu Reeves is back, dodging bullets and bar tabs in slow motion in The Matrix Loaded, with Carrie Ann Moss as his sexy partner.
Yeah, baby. Do you come to this part of the Matrix often?
Leave me alone.
Hey, I lost my phone number. Can I have yours?
No, ew.
Drink in the greatest sequel of all time, The Matrix Loaded.
153 at 560 QM. We got the Dolphins and the Marlins and the Dolphins playing next. What? It's all the same difference. Hurricanes, Marlins, it's all, another South Florida desperate situation. And of course, if the Hurricanes win, they play tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, right against Texas, isn't it? I do believe. Texas or Rice, whoever wins their game. And if they lose, it's bye-bye. Now, I did promise something today, and I almost forgot.
I want to give you an update of what took place just now off the air, because I think it's important you hear this. Howard just called the radio station, Howard David, who I get along with great, I thought. He called me an asshole, saying I was trying to stir it up. My point back to Howard is don't listen. Listen to 101.5. Let me see, what age group? 101.5 for Howard, maybe 102.7. Some easily listening love music so you could focus on your wife and your family and the grandkids instead of listening and always calling the radio station. He's becoming Howard the caller, like Howard from Boca. Howard from Boca. It's like, it's okay. So anyway. He's listening, so just wanted to get the message out, and don't call my show, too, just for a record. Don't call off the air because I don't want to talk to you, and I don't want to hear you on the private line. Congratulations, you know the private line number. That's great. But don't call because you're not coming on this show. You've got your 3 hours, 5 to 8, Monday through Friday. You can talk all you want, but you're not coming on this show. And we'll leave it at that. All right? I got nothing against you. You seem like a decent person. And I know you've been taking a big hit on the radio station from everybody else.
And deservedly so.
But it's over. Me and you, done.
You asshole. How do you like that? One of the great moments in broadcast history took place right here on this radio station on Saturday. On the Little Dog Joe Rose show. I just wanted to make sure that everybody in town got a little taste of it, In fact, here's a fax that says, regarding today's poll choices, can the following be added? Unaffiliated, none of the above, all of the above? No. Regarding Moe and his radio problems, if QAM totally dumps the Moster and the 5 a.m. show, will QAM dump him from the Dolphins play-by-play, or is he a Miami Dolphin employee on that one? The latter is correct. He's employed by the Dolphins, and regardless of his situation on the morning show at 3:30 in the morning, whenever he's going to be on, he's still got the Dolphin gig for 2 years. Moster in Mandich, it says, never clicked on the broadcast and never will. The guy that Moe replaced Bill Zimfer would at least laugh with and share the spotlight. Remember those great days when it sounded like they were having a hell of a lot more fun together? And share the spotlight with Mad Dog and his mannerisms that we all love and cherish. Moster calls the game like the mic spotlight is his and his only. He wants to hog the mic. Plus, while I'm in the bitch mood, hey Mozo, I'm tired of walking all over the Mad Dog and his mannerism during the games. Stop it and share the spotlight, you asshole, says KP in Coral Gables. A little bit over the top there, you know what I'm saying? But I do understand his point. Well, Mo has come in here like a whirling dervish. He promised he would reinvent talk radio or sports talk radio, and I think he has. I think he's brought it to a level that we never dreamed we could possibly sink to, and it's pretty amazing, you know, when you put your thumb right on it. So what do we got today? We got kind of because of this unexpected hurricane game in the middle of the day, Mad Dog's off today, the Humper is off today, who I'm sure enjoyed each and every moist moment during those replays of the Joe Mo call. Actually, it wasn't a Joe Mo call on the air, it was just Joe responding. I'm sure the Humper enjoyed every moment. Oh, by the way, speaking of the Humper, I had that thing queued up, and now, see how you do that to me? I do that to myself all the goddamn time. I go to one spot too often.
WQAM, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
See, there you go. Well, we got, what?
I love the
way Hank said that?
WQAM, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
You know, it's just kind of like, you know, I can't be bothered with this crap. I don't blame him. If I'd have been in this place as long as he has, it'd be a miracle that I could even show up, and of course that's why he probably isn't going to be here today. Now, Muff was saying, we could have Hank come in for a half hour after the game. I said, you don't want to do that. You're going to make a man like Hank come in here for a half an hour? You don't do that to anybody. Maybe Mo. And then we got, after the hurricane excitement, I forgot we got the Marlins on deck. The Marlins and the Mets tonight, right up the street at PP Park. Aren't you excited about that? The Marlins and the Mets are in a neck-to-neck, nose-to-nose death battle for last place in the National League East. And they are right on top of it. You remember, aren't those the Marlins that were going to win 91 games? You know, that's what amuses me about the sports talk assholes. Before the season started, there was not just one, but a whole bunch of these idiots calling in on the sports station, shows on this station. Oh, the Marlins are going to win 90. Why not just say the Marlins are going to win 150 games this year, huh? If you're going to pick a number out of your ass, I think the Marlins are going to win 163 games this year. How do you like that? One more than the whole goddamn schedule. We don't have time for that. We got to do one moment, please. No, I got to queue up the longer one because we got to get it up to UM baseball. There we go. Speaking of UM baseball and drugs, I'm sorry, those are old stories from long ago. Old Omaha stories we don't want to rehash, though. Or shouldn't have said hash. So stick around for a big game, man. It's do or die for the Hurricanes. They'll beat this girls team probably about 15-3. Don't you think? Huh? Why do you have your fingers crossed? They ain't going to do us no good. How many runs do you think the Hurricanes are going to score?
About 30, man.
Don't forget, join us again tomorrow morning, 10 to 2, right after Pharrell. Neil's Diner and Drugs. You've heard of Bed and Breakfast. We got the Diner and Drugs.
Bring it, baby. Bring it.
The coma-inducing Joe Zagacki and Clarence, who couldn't get laid with a fistful of hundreds in Amsterdam in the red light district, they'll be along from Omaha.
I want to give you an update of what took place just now off the air.
How many times are you going to play that?
About 30, man.
WQAM, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Oi!